Evening all, evening all. Hope everyone's well. Hang on, sorry, just listening out.
No bombers?
Where's the bomber, people? Where is the bomber? There's four of us on here tonight. We're going to try and work out who that bomber is. Hopefully, DK will join us. Hopefully, the Danalist will join us at some stage too. We're going to try and work this out. If there is a bomber, are Enoch putting the money into the club?
It's a
And
big
are they
if,
going to
mate.
get these forwards in? We'll work it out. Sheriff, good evening to you, mate. I hope you're well. You all right, mate?
All's good, mate. All's good.
Excellent, Nige. How are you, mate? Everything okay at your end?
Yeah, all good, all good. Big up, chaps. Big up, chat. Quickly, I have got some info. Just quickly, my sister's brother's aunt, uncle's sister's boyfriend says that it is Danny Ings. He is the bomber. So keep an eye out for that one.
Danny Ings has been thrown into the mix already.
Danny Ings.
You're having a fucking laugh, Nige. You gotta be. You gotta be. What are we doing here? Evening, everyone. Evening. Nice to see you all in for the Two Mark Show, the evening show. Where is the bomber? Is the
One minute.
title.
One minute. I know you are, but how are you, Dave, anyway?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Dave.
I'm good.
Yeah, I was going to say, what we doing there?
We'll see doing it.
Well done, Sheriff. Well done. Jesus.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm off. Oh, I was done with Danny Ings, people. It done me. Sorry about that. Dave, how are you, Dave? Sorry, mate. I'm miles away.
It's fine, mate. No, mate, you're good, mate. You was like one of them, and you just right in the zone, weren't you? Going for it. So yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm all good. Looking forward to the show.
It'll be nice to hear your opinions, Dave, tonight. To be honest with you, it will be really interesting to see what you've got to say. We're not going to do a big thing going through the chat tonight. It's a big up to all of you that are in here. We will keep an eye on it. If you've got any questions that you want to ask anyone, or something that you want to ask the panel about Spurs or whatever, feel free. Just put a Q by it, and we'll get through as many of them
if we see it.
If we see
promises
it,
in that. If we see it, there's no promises in that either. To be honest,
well, you know, the chat's mental in here. There's like, I mean, we could go to the end of the show and not get to the bottom of the chat now. That's how.
Shall we say some hellos anyway?
Well, go on then. I'll let you say hello.
Yeah, the first message is shameless from the boss. Absolutely shameless.
The shamelessness. Yeah,
there is.
Yeah.
But we are only 10 away from 1400. So
we are. So I'm sure we're going to get 10 of you to hit the sub button tonight, and for Pure Coys, and for Dave at Spurs Syndrome. Yeah. Get over there. Go on, Sheriff.
Yeah, right. Logan was first then.
Big up, Logan. Evening to you, mate. Hope you're well.
Big up to you. Someone we ain't seen for ages, mate.
Nita.
YouTube member.
Big up to you, Nita. Hope you're well. Big
so
up
was Logan, by the way.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course.
Yeah. Hope you're well, Nita. I ain't seen you in the chat for, I can't remember the last time. Flix is in.
Big up, Flix.
Mate.
I think Nita was in the chat when we did a last night show, I think.
I'm
sure Nita was in the chat. Yeah, I think so anyway. But
maybe the mornings don't.
Yeah. It's not this. Yeah, not everyone's available.
You know, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly is.
Yeah. Who else is in? So you're much faster than this than me.
Adam's in. There you go. We need more than one bomber, I'm afraid. Adam, we'll talk about it tonight. We'll talk about it tonight. Let's see. Lots of names being mentioned. Who could it be? Who might it be? Who is it not? Is it really a bomber? We'll get into it, mate. We'll have it large.
Yeah. Tom. Big up.
Big up, Tom. Big up, Tom.
Terry, big up to you.
Big up, Tel. How you well, mate? Hope you well.
Andrew.
And Andrew. Big up, Andrew. Hope you well, mate.
Phil Coys.
Big up, Phil. Hope
Big
you well,
up, Philly.
mate. Big up, Phil.
Hope you're well, mate. Pete's in. From a sunny
up, Pete.
Bournemouth, no doubt.
Evening, Pete. Evening.
Lee's in. May the force be with you too.
Big up, Lee. Big up, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, mate. It's all right. I'm with you. I'm looking ahead to see. There you go. Marianne's in.
Oh, I told you about this, I mean.
Hey, evening, Marianne. Hope you're well. YouTube member, original, by the way, as we always let everyone know.
Yes, big up, Marianne.
The World Under's in, complaining about our lateness, chaps, as we was in the back room. Are we waiting for the sheriff to zip it up?
Already.
Maybe.
It's not even a good evening, is it?
Well, you know. Depends.
Big up you anyway, World Under.
Big up,
you
World
make me
Under.
laugh.
Jane's in. Hello, Jane. How are you?
Big
Hope
up,
you're
Jane.
well. Is it true, she says, Madders now has a hip injury?
I've read this.
If so, my reason for not wanting him as captain, he can't stay fit. Do you know what? We can open up with this one if you like, lads.
Yeah.
I know we spoke about it before, but surely this type of thing puts the icing on the cake, as Jane says, as why Maddison, and I know we're going to have difference of opinion here, shouldn't be the captain at Tottenham. And first, before we ask anyone else, I want to ask Nigel about that, because I know he loves Madders, right? And I'm not saying it to wind you up or anything, Nigel. Where are you at with it? Because we always say, or Mark always says, like Romero was captain last year, availability is the best ability, and he missed whatever, 2/3 of the games, whatever it was. Yeah. Madders has had a bad injury. He's now knocked himself up again, with a hip injury. Where are you at with it, Nigel?
Well, apparently it's a reoccurrence of an old hip injury, isn't it? Which is quite usual when a player's been out for a long time. When they come back, they pick up a few niggling injuries. But you know, I have to be honest, as much as I'd love him to be captain, I don't think he should be captain. Club captain, fine. You don't have to have the same captain on the pitch as you do off it. He can be club captain. Yeah. But for me, I probably would be looking at a Tonali, someone like that. Maybe a bit of a change, fresh start.
Are you following him with a Cookmeister's recommendation for captain? By any chance,
might be, mate. Either him or VDV. You know, VDV's going to get his new contract. Maybe he's captain, but I don't think Maddison can be captain on the pitch. Not if he can't be fit. It's a waste of time, isn't it? But I would still have him as club captain off the pitch, because off the pitch, I think he is a great leader. But if he's not fit and not playing, then he can't be captain, can he?
There you go. Big up to the Danalist that's just popped in. We'll go to Dave first, though. Dave Spurs Syndrome, Dave. Dave, what are your thoughts on Maddison, mate, being captain?
I've done it, mate. Before Dave speaks, I've done it, mate. I just brought a comment up.
Oh.
I've done mine already.
I do apologise. Hang on a minute.
He didn't see.
Hang on a minute. There you go, Kate. Evening hug. 2 squeezes tonight, Kate. There you go. Happy days. Carry on, Mark. Sorry. Sorry, Dave. Carry on, Dave.
It's heartbreaking, because I genuinely love the guy. I love everything about him. I think he's a great player. He's a fantastic leader. He's a big presence in the dressing room. He's got everything. He's got everything what it takes to be our captain next season. But like you say, availability is the best ability, and if we're only going to be getting him for 15, 20 games, he can't be captain, can he? He can't. So I would either hand the reins to Porro or Mickey.
Fair play.
There would be my 2 choices. Porro, you can see he loves the club. He signed a new deal. He's very passionate. But I think sometimes he's a bit too emotional. But So yeah, but they would be my top two candidates after Madison.
Delhi, no, we haven't. Just to let you know,
Oh, yeah.
it's happening again. It's happening again.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. What's this from Joey? Let's see what this says from Joey. Danalist, big up to you, mate. Hope you're
Big
well.
up, Dan.
Just while
Big
I
up.
read this from Joey, Dan, just your quick thoughts on Madison, if he is to be named captain. Another injury again now. Looks like he's done his hip as well. Like Nigel said, old injury. And then, Mark, what you think at the same time, mate, after Dan's finished?
Yeah, I don't think we can have Madison really as a captain, can we? He's not going to be fit enough. I think Madison's at that stage of his career now where he's going to be kind of a bit part player. He'll play games, but he's not going to last, I'm afraid. It's sad, but it is what it is, isn't it? Like he hasn't played, has he? And he's picked up another injury, and the season doesn't get started. That once the season gets going, the physicality of the season, games, wear and tear, cold weather. I just can't see him lasting. He'll have some games, but you need your club captain to be playing every week. So,
Nearly.
yeah, I mean, there's not that many options, to be honest. Mickey van der Ven, if he signs a new contract, possibly, or Porro. I'd rather have it as a centre back as captain, to be honest. Someone at that back line. Mickey van der Ven, but then that means you're not going to see Senesi, are you? So you got that as well. So look, it's an important decision to be made by De Zerbi. I'm sure we'll find. He hasn't announced it, has he? So I'm sure we'll find out.
No.
Yeah, he's probably trying to work it out. Who's the best player to have it? Or unless there's going to be a captain and a vice captain, maybe that will be the case.
Yeah.
So they'll be maybe because Madison he's not going to play every match. We've got to be honest with ourselves. And it is a worry in concerns of creativity. If he's not going to be fit enough, then we do need another number 10 in there, I think.
Yeah. Definitely.
Agreed, mate. Agreed. Sheriff,
Go on, mate.
mate.
Sort of super chat out, mate, and then I'll have your...
Okay, mate. Yeah, John. Yeah, the old Wagyu beef dripping. John was giving it the big un tonight that he'd been in M&S to get his beef dripping Yorkshire. I said, John, I'm a pensioner, mate. I can't be going in M&S shopping. So luckily for me, I think it was Pete stuck in Tesco's 50pers. Ain't too bad. So I might have a go at them. But John, thank you very much, sir, for the super chat. Very much appreciate you. Sheriff.
Yeah, right. Now, Madison, I'm at the stage now where, yes, we all love Madison, what he has offered to the team. But I'm at the stage now where you've got to wonder if he's not going to be fit, what the hell's he doing here? Sorry, Nige. I do apologise, but like, what the hell is he doing here if he's not going to be fit? I've said on many of the brunches, mate, I'm up for selling him.
Yeah, I know you did. Yeah.
Because it's like I said, your best ability is availability sometimes.
Yeah,
and if you're not going to be available, then what's the point you being here?
Yeah.
I'm just going to flick on one, mate, so remember where you are.
It's all right. Yeah, go on, mate.
Big up.
Big up, Richard. Hope you're well, mate. I don't know. I'm going down here somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. I've nearly got. I've got you now. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm only there, mate. You must have left the head somewhere.
No, I was further up. I was up.
Oh, were you?
There. Yeah.
All right.
I hadn't moved me dooflange, Sheriff, whatever they want to call it, the old chat bar thing. Yeah.
No, boys, I'm just saying that Kane hasn't signed a contract yet. Come home.
Well,
Now,
Richard,
Ain't going to happen, is it?
can't see it, can you?
No.
Can't see it.
Well, to be honest, this bloody camera.
Oh,
to be
Sheriff's
honest,
froze.
no, it's my camera's gone mental again. To be honest, with Harry Kane, yes, he is the dream bomber. If ENIC want to kill any ENIC out protests in the future, or just kill ENIC out protests dead in the water. Bring him home. Bring him home.
Oh, he's back. It's gone dark
Yes,
though,
I've
Sheriff.
sorted the camera out.
Yeah.
Well, so personally, I can't see it because what have we got to offer him? ENIC have said that
Money.
ENIC have said they're changing.
Mm.
ENIC have said they're changing, but have they? There's no evidence of any of it.
Well, a little bit there is,
A
Sheriff.
little bit. All right. There is a little
You
bit.
can't say there's no evidence whatsoever because there is evidence of it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I retract that statement. There is a little bit of evidence. But do you honestly think Harry Kane is going to leave, let's face it, one of Europe's top clubs? They're not the biggest in Europe, but they're going to win the German league most seasons. But do you think he's honestly going to give up that to come back here without? Because let's face it, we held him hostage the last time he was here. Gentlemen's agreements and all that.
Then, Sheriff, right? The only thing that Bayern have got over Tottenham is Champions League.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, he wins a league every year at Bayern, he wins a cup. So what? It's nothing. It's like winning the league in Scotland. For me, I don't think we'd get him. We'd have to offer him the earth, but I don't necessarily think just because he's at Bayern it means he won't come back.
I believe he'll come back one day. I do believe that because I do believe it's still up here with him that he wants Shearer's record.
Yeah.
But
whether he's at Spurs or not, that's another question.
Well, I'd like to think if he come back to the Premier League, he'd only come back to one team.
Let me just jump in. What I do want to say is for everyone that's on here tonight, if someone said something and you want to come back at it, come back at it. Just like Nigel's just come in there with Mark about Harry and Bayern. If anyone's got anything to say, jump in and say it. All right, peeps? Just saying, because I'm sure when DK gets here, if he does, he will. So there you go. Tony's in. Big up, Tony. Evening to you, Tony, by the way. Big up, Tony. Yeah, go on, Sheriff. What you going to say, or whoever it was?
No. But we're just the final bit on Harry. Until he sees the club showing real ambition, because let's face it, he was a hostage here for the last couple of years. Because let's not forget, he virtually went on strike, didn't he, when he wanted to go to Man City? Because we didn't show enough ambition for him.
Yeah.
More or less went on strike without actually going on strike.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I can't see it. Put it straight, but if ENIC want to silence people once and for all and kill any hopes of ENIC out, all that, then there's your man to go and get. There is your man. Will they do it? I can't see it, honestly. But to me, he's always in here. Certainly in the last 20 years, he's probably the best. He's definitely the best player I've seen at Tottenham.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Well, no, not for me. But yeah. Anyway, Dave, we'll come to you, Dave, and then we'll go to Nigel and Dan on this. Where are you at with the Harry Kane saga?
It's not even a saga, is it?
Well, you know what
it's
I mean.
It's a dream. It's a dream more than anything else.
Fair play, yeah, it is. All right, I'll rephrase that, Dave, because Sheriff is trying to get one back at me then, so it's 1-1 now. Dave, where are you with the Harry Kane saga?
Dream.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Dream.
Yeah, dream.
Oh, don't get me wrong, who here and everyone in the chat wouldn't want Harry Kane back at Spurs? It would be a dream, especially with the Harry Kane, the version of him we got now. So I mean, he's completely evolved his game to whole new heights. When you didn't think that was possible, he has. He's gone to move on. He's gone to play with better players, and it showed. It's improved his game. But I think he wants that. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people saying he wants to win that Champions League, but he ain't going to win Bayern. Bayern ain't strong enough to win the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? They've got the forwards. They've got they've got the one solid midfielder in Kimmich, but Pavlovic ain't going to win you a Champions League. He's not experienced enough, and their defence is to be. Do you know what I mean? It's not as strong as Arsenal's and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And the other teams like Madrid's and PSG's, is it? So I think if he's being realistic with himself, he'll not win the Champions League with Bayern Munich. But if I'm being really brutal, and it sounds horrible to the team I support, I think he's outgrown us. That's just my opinion. I think he's completely outgrown us. I think he's moved on to bigger and better things, and I don't think he's looked back once. Obviously, he's a boyhood fan. He checks in with us week in and week out. He keeps in contact with the players. But I reckon there's banter in their little group chat. I can imagine it saying, they're like, come on, Harry, come back and help us. And he'll be like, fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm not being funny, but let's face it. Who was the guy back in the day? He was a reporter and he got kidnapped in the Middle East. And he was handcuffed to a radiator, wasn't he?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Terry Waite, wasn't it?
Yeah, Terry Waite. Yeah, that's it.
Terry Waite.
Yeah.
That is what Harry was for the last 2 years at Tottenham. Gentlemen's agreements, my arse and all that. You know, to be honest, I do believe that he loves the club. He does. But would he come back after the treatment of him the first time he was here? We'll put it this way, he's going to have well, it's not even worth talking about because I can't see him coming back. I just can't see it.
But who is the mystery bomber, guys? This is the thing, the bomber. Who's the mystery bomber? Is something they're keeping very close to their chest.
Yeah.
Isn't it? This is the thing. Yeah. Who is it? Is it Kane? Is it somebody else?
Could be Osimhen. Could be Osimhen.
Yeah, look, we need, I don't know.
Is Ferran Torres a bomber?
I don't know. I don't know. That what we need is a top striker up front. We need a top striker. We need a talisman.
Yeah, we need
somebody who's going to lead. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we need someone to lead the line, get the goals, drive the team on. Obviously, Kane would be fantastic if he came back. Is it going to happen? I find it very unlikely unless they're going to throw a load of money at him and offer him an amazing contract. You know, there's obviously the Premiership goal scoring record, isn't there? That he could come back and get. But I mean, I see Scott's comment in the chat. You know, be really questioning his ambition coming back to Spurs. But look, Spurs need forwards. They need top player up top. If not, then it's going to be a failure of a transfer window, isn't it? If we do not sign 2 top forwards in that team, that's what we need. We need to get them in. They need to get it done. So whoever this mystery bomber is got to be delivered. They've got to get it. They've got to get it over the line. Otherwise, it's just it's just going to be just an average season next year, really, isn't it? We need goal scorers. That front line we got right now, we'll struggle. We'll struggle to finish in the top 8. I think. You know, we just don't have the consistent goal scorers, creativity, injury prone. There's so many issues there in that forward line. And look, I just hope that the club sort it out ASAP.
Yeah, I think Stefan's doing. We all do our own. Mark and 2 Marks do their show, but we've all covered a lot of players over the last couple of weeks, haven't we?
Yeah,
forwards, potential forwards and stuff like that. But really, we've only really had one name who's an out-and-out striker, and that's Victor Osimhen. All the rest have been like your Gakpos, Krupis, this Makatatsi, this new one that dropped today. They are versatile forwards, aren't they? They're not out-and-out. They're ones that can literally much play across the front 3 line. So
I can see us doing that, man. I can see us getting like a jack of all trades in.
But thinking.
Master of none.
You know the old saying, don't you? Jack of all trades, master of none.
That's
see,
why
Scott, go on. Sorry, Dave. Go on. Carry on, Dave.
Sorry, that's why I said I'd have been over the moon with Ferran Torres, but from what I'm reading over the last couple of days, he's PSG bound. He ain't going to choose us over them, is he? Even though he knows he's going to play second fiddle to Ousmane Dembele, he's not going to get many minutes as he would at Spurs. But do you know what I mean? We would have to offer him stupid wages to come to us to choose PSG. We'd have to offer him stupid wages. Same reason why Tonali chose us instead of going back home, because he really meant he couldn't turn down 275 grand a week.
No.
So who would blame him? I don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's not my money; it's the club's money. But we need to seriously get these deals over the line because, like I said, Dan, your channel, not your channel, I'll comment on your post. TikTok time's running out, boys.
Mm-hmm.
And the longer you leave it, I've been saying it, the higher premium you pay. Player you wanted 4 weeks ago cost you 60 million 4 weeks ago. It's now going to cost you 85 to 90 with a week to go.
Yeah.
So,
and on that, Dave, I wanted to bring this up from Scott. He says the bomber was always a PR statement, never happening. Now, do you not agree that there is going to be one at some stage? Or
Well, it better be.
That's a PR statement. That's a PR statement. It's a pretty bad one, right? Because if the club is saying there's going to be a bomber and it's not a bomber, that's pretty bad PR. I'd be sacking whoever was in charge of it. I think there will be.
Yeah, all I got to say is you've done half the job, Enoch, or 2/3 of the job. Defence is more or less sorted. Midfield, there's been some additions. You know, it'll do for now. The defence and the midfield will do for now. You've known for the last 2 years our forward line can't hit a cow's ass with a banjo. Basically.
It's true, isn't it?
It is the truth. That is true. Could not hit a cow's ass with a banjo. So why are you not bringing in players to help De Zerbi? He's got the keys to the kingdom. He's got the keys to the kingdom. He's in charge of everything. So help the man. Help the man. That's all we ask. No, we're not expecting bloody the top striker in the world to come in. But at least someone with a bit of nous that knows where the bloody onion bag is. You know? That's all we ask for. Not the two numpties we got there at the moment. Who are not fit for purpose.
The two what?
Numpties.
Numpties.
I've not heard that one for a while, actually.
That's Alan Brazil, isn't it? Numpties. He uses that all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah. I listen to Talk Sport a little bit. No, but let's face it, right? As I've said many, many times, in my 50-odd years of supporting this club, this is probably the worst. If you take the forward line as a whole, it's got to be the worst. I can't think of many worse than that. Can you, Matt?
No.
No. Exactly.
I mean, we've had individual players that, even though as crap as we think Richie is, I mean, Raziak back in the day, he was shocking, mate. I mean, he'd make Richie look like a Brazilian number 9. That's how bad he was.
You had Janssen as well, didn't you? Vincent Janssen, Soldado.
Yeah, but Soldado was bought on false promises. He was played in his two in Spain.
Decent, Rebrov as well when he came in, decent striker, but played him all wrong.
Yeah. But then again, Rebrov was always with Shevchenko.
Yeah. Played off him, didn't he?
Was his brother, wasn't he? Yeah, because Rebrov was a little man, wasn't he? He was like Jermaine Defoe and Peter Crouch.
Phil Coyes thinks he's got the answer to our centre forward problems.
Get in.
Oh, that's a dig at Scott, isn't it? That's a dig at Scott from the other
I
day.
don't know. I just like I can't read it all quick enough, to be honest with you. And I'm flicking through and just.
Do you know what, though?
Go on, Dave.
I'll push on that. I'll push on that. You know what you're going to get out of Archie Gray? You're going to get an absolute workhorse. I know he's. I'm not saying go with it at all. No way. Stick the lad in centre midfield. But you know what I love about that lad?
I don't want him in centre midfield.
He's been thrown in the deep end, right? And he hasn't whinged, thrown his toys out the pram. He's just got on with it, hasn't he? And he's had to deal with a lot of crap from us fans in the process. So, and he's still, do you know what I mean? He's still fighting. So, he's got my respect, little Archie.
Yeah. Terry, I don't think he wants to play for Spurs, mate. Honestly, I don't. He wants to be in a big boy team or stay at United. I think that's where they're at with that. They can't get him out. And he's another one. He's got an ego. He can score goals, don't get me wrong. He's a good footballer, but he's got a bit of an ego. And does RDZ want that in his dressing room? Does he want players down in tools when things ain't going right for him? I would imagine he wants players in there that when it ain't going right, they fight even harder.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Well, let's just say over the past, since De Zerbi's been here, you can almost see the sort of family atmosphere, because the players are always coming out saying we're fighting for each other, we're doing this, we're doing that. And any sort of bad apples are going to be weeded out, I think.
Yeah. Big up, Flicks. Hope you're doing well, mate.
All right, Flixie.
Hope
Big
you're
up,
doing
mate.
well.
Good. I'm all good,
Yeah.
boys. How are you all doing?
Yeah. I think we're all doing all right, mate. I think we're all doing all right. I don't know if you've been listening in to the show at all.
No, I haven't. No.
No, we've just been talking about number one. If Maddison was named captain, now he's got another injury, and generally about what's happening with the bomber. You know, where is it? Who is it? And you know, whatever. But yeah, have a talk, mate. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, the Maddison one. Well, we all know he's a bit injury prone, isn't he? It's a bit of a shame. As for this so-called bomber, you know, Savinio, Gakpo, Osherman, who's it going to be? Because was it last week or possibly 2 weeks ago? I'm hearing rumours that De Zerbi's only 60% complete. So we're not finished with the transfers yet. So who are they? Where are they? Because we need a left winger, we need a striker. You know.
Yeah, so you ain't got a clue either, then, really, mate. Who would you like it to be if you can't get the obvious? Is it an Osherman for you if they can get him out, or is he too expensive as well?
We did mention Harry Kane as the dream one.
I wouldn't say expensive for Osherman. It's more wage wise, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the point.
He's going to want at least 400k a week, isn't he?
We did mention a certain player from Bayern Munich who would be the dream signing.
Well, yeah, Harry Kane, right? Yeah. He's got unfinished business in the Premier League. We know that.
But that's dreamland. That's dreamland. We've all been taking something a bit funny.
Yeah.
Quick question, right?
Yeah.
If Kane was to come back, if Kane in some magical world come back, would he automatically then be captain as well?
100%.
That's a very good question. He would have to be, right?
You
would have to name him as captain.
Mm-hmm.
Surely.
Have to. No questions asked there. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we've not named the captain yet. Who knows?
Oh, stop it, Phil! No, sorry.
Regards to Harry Kane. Regards to Harry Kane, I'm hearing Barcelona are linked with Kane. How true that is? Again, just rumours I'm hearing. So
I thought they were skin.
Yeah.
Well, they seem to print money when they need it.
When they need it, exactly. Yeah.
Well, it looks like Barcelona getting Rodri now. He's turned down Real Madrid and he wants Barcelona. So,
all right, interesting.
Not a bad window for them, is it? Flipping Anthony
Yeah.
Gordon, Rodri, and Karim Adeyemi. It's not a bad window, is it?
And possibly Harry
Not at all.
Kane. And possibly Harry Kane. Still the greatest striker on the planet, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Biased opinion, that is. Biased, very biased
I
opinion.
really do hope he does get the Ballon d'Or. He deserves it. He really does.
Yeah, he's. I think Nigel was right. What he said earlier, he's just gone up another level totally, hasn't he? I think it was Nigel, was it Dave that said that? Whichever one of you said it. He's just gone. He was fantastic at Spurs, but when you're watching for Munich and people are saying, he's got more space, more time, more this, more that, you still got to do it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And
now, allegedly, he scored 72 goals last year.
Well, so I've heard. Yeah.
70
Totally smashed it, didn't he?
GA, but the assists I think were about 8. So he got 64 goals. That's right, is an interesting stat for you, boys. Harry Kane scored more goals last season than our whole entire forward line has done in 2 seasons. Tells you everything you need to know about the forward line.
Bear with me 1 minute. My door's going. Carry on, Mark.
No. But that really shows how woeful our forward line is. So, like I said, like in the 50-odd years I followed the team, supported the team, this is the worst. The worst. You know, I can't think of another one because even when we were bad, mid-90s, for instance, we always had like a Ginola or something, you know, someone with a bit of the seat clicker that'd get your bum off your seat.
Oh yeah, we were steady as a team back then.
Yeah.
Give my age away. I know some of you know my age, but this, like you say, Mark, this is the worst Spurs side ever. Ever. There's nothing there that can give you. You know what I mean? It's just total shite. It really is.
Yeah.
But you know, with these signings, keeper situation, Kinksky, it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on for a full season.
Yeah.
Hope he does well. The ceiling's very high for him. Defensive side of things is pretty much sorted. We just need to offload a few players. You know,
and the midfield's like getting there, isn't it?
Sorry,
the midfield is sort of got there now.
I'd say 50% complete. You know, I'd say two more midfielders, definitely a left winger.
Yeah,
and then obviously a striker.
What they've done so far with Fernandes and Tonali, I'm quite happy with that. With the start of the season,
I just can't see that we are gonna. I just can't see in any world that we're gonna go out and spend 185 million on 2 midfielders, and then say, "That'll do. We're going to the season." Surely they're not going to do that and then leave everything else, all those striker areas, totally untouched. Because what was the point otherwise? What was the point? You might as well not have bothered.
Unless they're banking on the fitness of Kulusevski, Kudus, and Maddison.
There is that, yeah. Because how much have they actually got left, roughly, from what we're hearing? Is it like another 200?
300.
And the rest. Behave yourself, son. Jesus. We've spent £237 million and we've raked in about £145 million. Right? Something like that. Right? We've only actually spent about £90 million at the moment. That includes Van Heck, Tonali, and Fernandes.
And you think as well, there's Romero to go, Vicario to go, Sarr may go, Jed Spence may go. Is there any more I've missed, mate?
Keep going.
Richie.
Solomon.
I would actually keep hold of Solomon until January. He's not a bad backup for Kudus, I think.
Maybe. Levels. No, just let him go. I don't want him no more. Get someone in that's better. Get someone in to challenge Kudos, not to be his backup. I don't want backups. I don't want backups in this team no more. No. I want this squad to end up fighting each other for their places.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, to be honest, right, at the end of last season, there was one video statement and there was 2 written ones that I certainly saw.
Yeah.
And what did they say? The hierarchy? this is never going to happen again. We've changed. We're doing this. We're doing that. Yes, you've done some of it. Just get on and finish the job now. Please. Or else, I told you, the shirt's still upstairs and the drum is still there. And there'll be no one beating that drum more than me about Enoch out.
Is there any chance in the real world that we don't go out and get a striker and play?
Well, there's
with
every
our
chance with Enoch, mate. We've seen it all before, mate. We've
Well,
had 26
Nigel's
years of
shaking
it.
his head
Yeah.
there like this, and you're giving it that. Right, go on, Nigel. Go reply to the sheriff.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not having it. The fact that we've gone out and spent all that money on two, let's be honest, right? When we brought in Fernandez and then a day later brought in Tonali, any fan on it, any one of you guys, I'm pretty certain would have settled for one of them, let alone both of them. The fact we got both of them and we brought in Van Heck, which is no doubt deserves first choice. We're all getting excited about our defence next season. We're not even talking about Senesi yet, who we haven't even seen play, but is a fantastic defender. I don't see in any world that we're just going to stop. Don't get me wrong, we might. This is Spurs, but I believe we'll get the strikers in and the wingers. Whether they have the quality we want is another question. But I do think there are at least two more to come in. I'll be amazed if they're not, and incredibly disappointed.
And Nigel, on that point, and then we can all carry on from this. Who would you expect, or who would you like if we got two in, or who do you think they'll be? Might be the better question to ask. I know it's difficult because there's so many names out there, man. But
yeah, we've been linked with so many names. I'm not going to go to the Savinho because for me, he doesn't really overly excite me. Fine, if we bring him in, I'll get behind him. But for me, I really like the link with Mikatetsu. Mikatetsu, is it? I really like him. I think he's a player that can play up front, can also play in a 10. He's a player that scores, he assists. I think he's a very exciting player. So I would like someone like him. And out wide, I don't know. Pick your poison. For me, there's not anyone that absolutely grabs me that I think, yes, I would absolutely love you. Whereas back in the day, you could pick 10 wingers from one league. Now I'm just like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm just going to trust De Zerbi on it. But for me, I would like a Mikatatsu. I think he'd do well at Spurs.
Anyone else? Whoever wants to go next? Dave, what are your thoughts on who we might get and who you would like?
Well, Savinho is a definite. We're hard for him, aren't we? So it's going to happen. I think we've just got to wait for City to get their guy in, which looks like to be Pedro Neto. That's a given. So he's going to be one. We need a forward. We do need another forward. We need another two, maybe three after Savinho. I think we are going to go. I think the bomber, it's not a proper bomber. I think it's going to be Morgan Gibbs White.
Right.
I think he's the one that they're lurking in the shadows in the background with. What my dream would be Leao and Osimhen. Imagine Kudus, Leao, and Osimhen as your front three.
That'll do, wouldn't it?
That would scare the shit out of any defence in the world. It would. It actually would. You saw that team sheet. Even I reckon that'd even scare the life out of Arsenal's back four. They'd be like, oh, don't fancy this today. Do you know what I mean? Because it's deadly. Yep. Especially Osimhen, because the guy is just absolutely deadly. 51 GA in 52 games for Galatasaray. Do you know what I mean? Push the boat out, go and get him. You're not going to be able to give him 400 grand a week. We all know that. But what you can do is give him, same as match Tonali. You can match Tonali's 275 and go, right, we'll give you huge bonuses on goal milestones and appearances and stuff like that.
Or just a big signing on bonus.
Yeah, massive signing on bonus. Because let's be honest, his transfer is cheap. 65 million euros. He's, in my opinion, if you've got Elliot Anderson going and all these other players going through in the hundreds, he's worth in today's transfer market. He's 150 million euro pound, 150 million euro player with his pedigree and his goal scoring ability and his record. So, I don't know what is actually going on with their pricing out there, but they could get a hell of a lot more for him. So I'd like Liao and Osimhen would be my two if I had to pick them in Dream 2, but I think it's going to be Savinho and Gakpo. That's the two.
Fair play, mate. Danilist, what are your thoughts before we come to Flicks? Where are you at with it? What can Tottenham afford? How far are we going with this, or do you think we're going with this? Because we're desperately short up front, Dan, as you know, and in the wide positions. Only Tell available out of the wingers at the moment at the club. Obviously Solomon as well, but first teamers I'm talking about. And then, as we said earlier on the WhatsApp group, Dumb and Dumber up front. So where do we go, Dan, with I don't know, whatever it is, 3 weeks of the window to go?
So it looks like Savinho is the guy who probably eventually will come in, right, on the left. I mean, I'm not overly keen, but a lot of the fan base seem to think he could do a job. You know, he's got a lot of potential. You know, don't always look at the output with a player like that. I'm hearing that, you know, the GA is not everything, but, you know, that's what we know, isn't it? That's what we see. He hasn't really performed well for Manchester City. So could De Zerbi turn him into a better player? Of course he could. He's very talented, but just hasn't got the the output in the last couple of seasons. So that looks like it's happening. I would rather go with someone a little bit more proven, a little bit more with output on the left. But if you have a look across Europe, if you have a look across the Premier League, there's not that many standout options, and the best left wingers are going to be impossible to take because they're playing for the best clubs in Europe, right? So there's not that many options on the left with good output. So you're going to have to take some kind of risk on a left winger with the hope that De Zerbi can upskill them, somebody like a Savinho. So that I think will happen. It keeps going on and on. I think it will eventually go through. It's not close though. It's not close at all. It's not resolved. So then we're looking at centre forward, and obviously obvious one would be Osimhen, proven goal scorer, Harry Kane, Marcus Thuram, Guirassy. All these players have got goals, in proven goal scorers. It's got to be one of them, isn't it? It's got to be one of them who's going to lead the line and guarantee goals. So that's it for me, really. I just think it's just very, it's just so frustrating for everyone, isn't it? That we're all waiting here and getting frustrated and worrying. But I think, like Nige said, and a couple of others on the panel, they will get something done. But you know the name was linked today. What's his name? Mika what?
Mikatadze.
Mikatadze. Yeah, he is on the list, but he's not their top priority. So there is somebody bigger they're working on, and if they can't get him, then they'll be going down the list, and then they might have to come to somebody like him. Now that player would suit a De Zerbi system, right? He plays across the front line, technical player. He scores goals. Obviously, he's unproven in the Premier League, so it's a bit of a risk. But they're running out of ideas, aren't they? They're running out of options. They've sat on this for far too long. Now, there is definitely targets that Spurs wanted. This was done. They've made it very clear. Mid-March, they sat down. They made a list. They started to work through that list in this pre-season, right? They've got the defenders in. They've got the midfielders in. Now they've got to get into that forward line, and it's all gone quiet. Now, De Zerbi is playing a massive part in recruiting these players. He's personally getting involved with most of these signings that we brought in so far. He's speaking to people's families. He's convincing them. He's ringing them. He's trying to get them involved in the projects. And that is De Zerbi's really driving this recruitment, because can you imagine Jonathan Lang ringing up a player trying to convince him to come to Spurs?
Not really, mate.
It's not really going to sell it. So De Zerbi is playing a massive part in this whole recruitment thing. So he knows what he wants. He said that he's told them he knows what he wants. They've agreed it. It's just a matter of getting it over the line, and they've hit a brick wall somehow. Something is holding it up. Something's delaying it. You know, as I said, I've said it on so many shows. Getting their top goal scorers and consistent people who score goals from teams, they're not going to let them go easy, are they? You know, who wants to lose their top goal scorer? Because then they're going to go and have to find a replacement.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but there's not really an excuse. They've had long enough. They've had long enough now, haven't they? And the season's about to start. Just 2 weeks now, isn't it? So they've kind of messed up a bit with that, but there's still time left, and they must deliver it. Otherwise, it will be a failure.
Agreed, mate. Yeah, agreed. Thanks for that, Dan. Flixie, I know Dan's shoved out a load of names there, but where are you with it yourself, mate? And I don't know, has your pupper been squeaking yet? Are you worried at all?
I'm starting to get a little bit worried now. To think it started off very good. We were one of the first teams in the league to get things going. Robertson, Senesi, both free. Van Heck, you know, Matis Fernandez, statement signing Tonali. I'm thinking, wow, who's next? Like, we've not seen this before from Spurs, right?
Yeah.
But to be linked with Savinho once again, knowing full well it's just dragging on like it did last summer. I'm getting bored of it. Move on. So maybe it looks like they are moving on.
With him? How many more years? How many more years we're going to get linked with him?
Exactly. This is my point. This is my point, Mark. It's getting boring now. Like, move on. So it looks like they are moving on. Gakpo maybe, but from my understanding, it looks like it looks like they're obviously waiting out for Bradley Barcola to leave Paris Saint-Germain till they make way for Gakpo to leave. I don't know. It's only what I'm hearing, you know. Other than that, who else can we get striker-wise? I'd love an Ivan Toney, Premier League proven. I know he's hitting 30 now.
Prison, isn't
he? Sorry?
He's going to prison, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, we won't go there. Yeah.
Let's pull that aside. Let's just think about football, yeah? But I'd love an Ivan Toney, Premier League proven. You know, we all know what he's got. Of course, I'd love Osimhen, but I can't see it happening. It's the wages. I'm sure it's all going to come down to the wages at the end.
Yeah, and I just say, Mr. Kyriakou, you've got the link, brother.
You've definitely got the link because I sent it to you. So there you go. Have some of that, Kyriakou. Get on this show. Where are you? Get on this show.
Where are you?
Some stick. Get in there. Flix, if you were the manager and you were bringing in two of the names that have been floating about now for a couple of weeks, we all know what the names are. But if you could bring two in and be pretty sure you could get them over the line, who would they be?
Harry Kane up top, my dream signing. And I'm just going to go with Gakpo.
Fair play. Fair play.
Do you know someone else?
It's a bit underwhelming, isn't it, Flix?
Just quickly, boys and girls.
It's a bit underwhelming.
Do you know who else I'd love to see come back to Spurs?
Go on.
Dele.
Oh,
bring him back. Bring him home. Ooh. I honestly feel like I know he's been a free man for quite some time now. He's working on his fitness, you know. I'd love him back at Spurs. Under De Zerbi, I think he'd be all right.
Is he still got it though?
Call me deluded, I don't care, but I'd love him back in a Spurs shirt.
I love the delusion. I'm all up for a bit of delusion now.
Guys, there's an awful noise in the background. I don't know who it is. It's not me. Can people mute themselves?
Is it a telly or something? Someone got a telly on?
It sounds wild in the background.
It's probably my daughter. She's got the telly on in her bedroom. 1 minute, I'll tell her to turn it down. Sorry, gents.
It's all right, mate. It's all right. No worries, Dave. Tell mate.
It's gone now. It wasn't.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's a terrible noise.
Bloody Dave.
Sorry, everyone. I was so engrossed with the show. I was miles away. I didn't even really hear it. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is.
I'm sorry. I just saw a comment from Pete, and it just killed me. So sorry.
Go on, I'm going to find it now. Where is it? Right down the bottom or something?
Yeah, it's right down the bottom, and 901. Oh dear.
901. Let me have a look. Fucking, I'm miles behind.
There's a super chat.
901.
Well, you do that, and I'm going to click on a super chat.
Go on then, mate. Go on then. I did see it go past. Tim Mann, I think it is, isn't it? Is it Tim
Yeah,
Mann?
there you go.
Yeah, I saw it fly
Big up,
past as
Tim
I was
Mann.
trying to get to 901.
All right, you can
Where
do that in a
it
minute.
was.
We'll just deal with this. We are now linked with who?
The fella we've just been talking about, Mikowadze. That's
I'm going to
the
call him something different.
yeah.
We're linked
Yeah,
with.
but
You've got to Google him, Sheriff, haven't you? You've got to go and Google him after now.
I've never heard of him until this afternoon.
We are now
Oh,
linked with George Michael.
No,
George Michael. That's good enough.
he's been in prominent. He was prominent not in the World Cup gone just so much, but the one before Nige, wasn't it, or Euros or something?
He was with Leon, wasn't he? Played really well with Leon.
That's right. Yeah,
We were linked with him before a couple of years ago.
Oh, were
It
we?
never happened.
There you go.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I've
anyway,
heard
big
of
up
him.
Tim, man.
His name
Big up,
does
Tim.
keep coming up. Big up, Tim, man.
Big up,
Appreciate
Tim, man.
that, mate. Thank you very much.
Big up, Tim.
Just keep an eye out where we are, where you are, Mark, on the thing there.
Yeah.
I've got to bring this up. This is what Dan was laughing at. He said, Delhi, with 4 smiley faces, he's about as youthful as a chocolate dildo. What are we doing here? For God's
Pete
sake.
would know. Pete would know. So
I bet he does know.
You're as bad as World Under, Pete. What are you doing?
7 days a week, twice on a Sunday.
There you go. Where were you, Sheriff? Where were
I'm
you?
not.
Go on.
Well, no. I'm where I was.
All right,
No.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way back up.
No,
Oh, there
we're
you
here
are.
now.
There you are.
Well,
Yeah, I've got you. You carry on, Sheriff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the thing is though, Delhi ain't played for that long. Has he still got it? He'd have to do a lot of fitness training, wouldn't he?
It's
He's
He's working
desperate.
on his fitness. I've been following him on the old socials.
Apparently, he's at
His
West
fitness.
Ham, isn't he?
Obviously, another player I'd love at Spurs is Gibbs White.
Oh,
Definitely,
Oh,
definitely. Gibbs White.
I think he's a magnificent football player. I really do. I think he's one who just goes under the radar as underrated players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
something
If
could
it
be
weren't
done
for that
with him
injury at the
anyone?
time.
Go on.
Sorry?
Say that again. Go on,
I
Flick.
thought
Say
if it
that
weren't
again.
for that injury around the eye socket, wasn't it? It would have been called up for the World Cup.
He would have been a bit more of an attacking threat going forward,
Yeah.
wouldn't he? Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, what
go on.
about Solly March? He's looking for a club. Solly March. Ex-Brighton player. You know him?
All right.
They played under
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oh, I know who he is. Yeah,
He is.
I know who you're
He's
on
not
about.
bad.
He's looking
Turns
for a
up in
club.
the big games.
yeah. We've got enough runners in our team. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, we're trying to get rid of them. We don't need any more, do we? There you go. Anyway, if you know, you know. You know, everyone moans about Saar that he can't play football and all he does is run about. Right? I'm in agreement with that. I think he's got bloody worse over the last 2 years. He's all effort. Don't get me wrong. He's got the athlete part in him, but he can't play football, can he?
No.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And we've got to move on from that type of player. It hasn't worked, you know. And yeah, they've done all right up to now, but for the last 4 or 5 weeks, they've done fuck all. Yeah, and there's 3 weeks to go. And I hope they are working on something big that they feel confident that they can get over the line. Because otherwise, you got a year of fucking dickhead and whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Dickhead up front. Do you know what I mean?
Well, let's face it, mate. It's like Nige said. Nige said it 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. It's pointless getting the 2 midfielders in that we did if they're not going to complete the job. So
Exactly.
I'd like to
I said
think-
this on my stream yesterday.
Yeah.
It started off well, but now it's just gone completely and utter. You know, if we don't get our striker in, our left winger, then you can just call this transfer window an absolute failure.
My concern
You've
is
got to complete it.
my concern is that we're going for this big player, whoever it is, this big one.
Yeah.
And if we don't get him, suddenly we ain't got a plan and we're scrabbling around right at the end of the window. We get someone
Panic
on
mode.
loan.
Panics.
Yeah, that's just hopefully they've got a plan, but we'll see.
Mm.
Do you think they're hankering a little bit like they did with the injuries last year when we had all the injuries and Lang come out and said, "Oh, only if we can get better players and all that shit." Do you think they've like been relying on a Maddison to come back? We ain't got to worry about the number 10. He'll be all right. And a Kudos coming back. Bearing
If
in
they
mind
are,
how
they're
long-
stupid. They're stupid if they are.
Well,
Come
I
on.
know that,
Exactly,
Dan, and
yeah.
you know
That's
that, but
stupid.
could it be happening though? Could
Let's
it? I'm
hope
just
not, because-
asking the question.
Yeah, that's a very good question, but let's hope not, because this happened before, didn't it? Just before January, didn't it? And
Yeah.
Kudus went missing. It just extended, didn't it? So let's hope they are not thinking about that. They just need to go out, finish the job, and then we can just crack on.
Yeah,
Only time will
absolutely.
tell, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. Would anyone be disappointed if it was just Savinio and Gakpo that come in? Bearing in
would be, yeah.
mind,
I
we've
would be.
made six. We've made six already. He says we're 60% done. So I'm assuming he thinks we can get what, another three in? Is that 60% done? Another three in?
3 or 4.
Yeah. I know we've got time to get three in. Don't get me wrong, right? But my worry is that if they are going down this Premier League proven route, you've got Savinio, you've got Gakpo, but as in bomber, big names, apart from a Morgan Gibbs-White, for example, because I think that would be a bomber still. So even though he's not a forward, he's an attacking player who's going to score goals, and that's what we need. Apart from a Gakpo and a whoever I said before, I can't even remember, and a few others, who is there to go for that's got this Premier League experience that makes our team a mid to sixth place team this season? Who's doing that job for you? Who can you think off the top of your head, if you can bring three in now, right? We know what's going on with the Savinio thing. I think he will come. Yeah, eventually, whenever that is, I think he'll come. We're talking about a Gakpo that can play across. We're talking about Marmoushis. We're talking about Garassis. We're talking about Ferran Torres's, Victor Osimhen's, if it's possible. Even Harry Kane's, if that's possible. Right? And before anyone tells me move on, he's still the best striker in the world.
Well,
Here's another one, Noosa. Yeah? I think they'd be worried about Noosa because he failed a medical once, didn't he? If you remember, about a year or 18 months ago. He was going somewhere and he failed a medical on his knee. So I'm not too sure.
I don't think that'd be a problem. I don't think
It's
that'd be a problem at
right now,
Spurs. I think
yeah.
he'd get through a medical at Tottenham. Whether he'd stay fit or not is another question. But for me,
Without medical stuff, I'm not even sure they do
no, it's just like you're fine. You're fine.
it.
Carry
You'll
on.
be all right.
Yeah.
Crack
I
on,
don't know.
Tom.
For me, we have to. A Morgan Gibbs White has to be one. You know, we need another number 10 because we cannot go into the season. As much as I say it, we've got 3 number 10s at the club. Yeah, Maddison, Kulu. I know people say he's a right-sided player, but he is a good number 10 as well. And Xavi. All three of them are injured. All three of them we can't trust. We don't know when they're going to be back or whether they're going to be at the level we'd want them to be. So we need a number 10. So for me, a Morgan Gibbs White or a Mikatatsu, both can play in that area. And we definitely need a striker and we definitely need a left winger. But I'm hearing today it could be 5. I'm hearing today we could bring 5 in. Then you're looking at another right winger because, let's be honest, Kudus hasn't played since January.
Yeah.
You don't even know how fit he is. And then you're looking at Jed Spence, that may be sold. And if he's sold, we're going to need another fullback.
That's an interesting thought there, isn't
And
it?
I don't mind saying, right? And Nigel, you hit the nail on the head there. Yeah, it's going to take time. This is going to take time. It's going to all look great now if we do get 3 attackers. Yeah, that's his first team sorted out. Then he's got a couple on the bench for midfield, a Gallagher and a Bentancur to bring on if he needs to shut a game out or whatever. But we're still going to need more up front. The defence is okay, apart from, like Nige said, if Spence decides that he's going to somewhere like Liverpool or wherever, yeah, we're going to need someone else because Porro will be then the only right back. Is that right?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then over on the left-hand side, we've got Udogie. I don't know what everyone thinks about Udogie. To me, he's another one. He's built like an athlete. He's built like an 100-meter runner.
To be honest, mate, what have I always said about your best ability?
Yeah, and he's never available. Thanks, Mark, for that. He's very rarely available anymore, and I just don't understand why we're not moving players like that on. Then you talk about an Andy Robertson. So there's plenty of speculation about Andy Robertson, right? And as his legs gone, as his positional sense going, all that. I haven't watched any of the pre-season games simply because I won't pay for Spurs play. I'm not giving them my money till they prove that they can spend it properly. Sorry, it's been like that for 26 years. It ain't going to change now.
No, spot on.
I've lost my track now. What was I saying? Where was I up to? I've lost where I was.
I was concentrating
Robertson.
on the track,
yeah, Robertson. That'll do, Robertson.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you, Nigel. So you've got Robertson at left back. People are saying, "Oh, is he the right one? Is it, Then you've got, well, what if De Zerbi plays 3 at the back? Right? So if he plays 3 at the back and he plays, let's just say, I don't know, Van Hexenesi and Van der Ven as the 3 centre-backs. You've got Udogie, Robertson. Is there another one? Or are they the 2?
Salsa. What's his name?
Sosa. That's it, yeah. So they're the 3 available wing backs as such on that side. Then you've got Jed Spence and Pedro Porro on the right-hand side. One that likes to bomb on, like we know in Pedro Porro, and one that's more defensive that can cover right back and left back. Right, so someone you said about a right back, Nigel. Are you happy enough with the left-hand side, or do you think we should still be trying to find something better over there?
Well, if I'm honest, I don't think Udogi's ever going to be fit enough. So I think he's probably 15 games maximum you'll get out of him every season.
Yeah.
I see Robertson starting. I know people had an absolute meltdown about his last performance against Chelsea. Yeah, he wasn't great, but it is pre-season. I thought he was decent in the first game. I think Robertson will be absolutely fine at left back. The problem is if Robertson gets injured.
Yeah.
I think we're fine left side this season. I think next season, hopefully when we're back in the Champions League, I think then we're going to have to look to upgrade, and I'd probably look to sell Udogie because he's just never fit. He's never fit.
Yeah.
They've got to invest heavily in the forward line. If they want to get back into Champions League football, that's their goal. That's their bread and butter, isn't it? That's the money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they're going to have to literally crawl the way to the bank and put their hands in their pocket and literally invest in this forward line because it needs a massive revamp. You're not going to get top 4 next season with Solanke and Richarlison up front. You are not going to get it. Not at all. Not even close to it. You won't even get probably won't even get top 8. I'm afraid. They're just not good enough.
Yeah.
I've sent the link to Ellie, Mark, by the way.
Oh, have you? I
Yeah,
thought this was a closed shop tonight, mate. I
well,
thought we'd invited.
when I want to hear an opinion like Ellie's, because it's
Oh.
quite interesting to hear what she's got to say. So I'm just letting you know I've sent her the link. It is a closed shop tonight, by the way. DK has been invited on from earlier on. Everyone that's on has asked to join, or we've asked them if they want to be here tonight. So it is more of a panel show tonight, if you want, because 100% of the rest of the time, anyone's welcome. But we just wanted to get you can. We're trying to pick your bits and pieces out in the chat as well, just while we have a conversation about it, peeps. And that's it. But I'd like to hear what Ellie's got to say. I've just sent her the link, so she might pop on in a minute. Where was we
I'm
up
gonna
to?
have to go now, boys.
Go on,
All right,
Flips.
no
Thanks
worries.
for coming on, man.
Cheers, Flips.
Really
Oh, thank you,
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
Have
Take
a
care,
lovely
all.
weekend. Take care,
Andrew,
mate.
in a bit,
Take
boys.
care, mate. Yeah,
Cheers,
take care,
Flips.
mate.
See you soon, mate.
Yeah, I think Ivan Tony's a no-go, peeps, isn't it? After his
Yeah,
little fracas, should we
I
say?
did see it on Sky Sports News this afternoon.
Yeah. Fair play. So, Dave, what's acceptable to you as such, if you know what I mean? Dave, you've got to bear in mind, we've got loads of money, as Sheriff says.
Oh,
We've got money that we can throw about, right, in all seriousness, and we could probably go and buy anyone, Dave.
I'm being serious as well, right?
We've got that much money.
You've already made the quote of we've spent what 237 million,
Yeah,
and
something
we've
like that. Yeah.
recouped roughly 150. So round figures,
Ish. Yeah.
we've got 90 million that we've
90
spent.
million. 90 million
That
in.
we've spent.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can spend. Now I've read various rumours without coming close to the FFP.
Yeah.
400 mil or 500 mil, I heard reported as well. I don't know the exact figures, but it's somewhere up right now. But if we've only spent 90 mil so far, there's another at least 310 we can spend. At least.
And that's without any more sales.
And that's without any more going out the door as well.
Well,
So
we've got about another 100 million.
I've said for ages, we got more bread than Hovis and more peas than Birdseye.
But have you got chocolate Swiss roll?
I don't like them.
He's not allowed to have that.
No, I'm not allowed to.
Or tuck biscuits, do you like them? I thought I'd bring some food because, being Greek, we have to feed the army.
Well, yeah. Nige, just a quick question. Would you have a tuck biscuit loaded with mayonnaise?
Oh,
Of course he would.
Yeah, probably.
Of course he would.
Tuck biscuits are quite savoury, aren't they?
Yeah, these ones have got cheese in them. See, they're the cheesy ones.
Defo.
They're my husband's favourite, and he'll eat the whole packet if I let him.
If anyone didn't
100%.
know, Nige at Pure Coys is the mayonnaise king. He will absolutely have mayonnaise on anything. If you say to him, Nige, red sauce, brown sauce, barbecue sauce, no thanks, mate. I'm on the mayo.
Well,
It's all
Nige,
about
in
the
my
mayo.
fridge, I've got the fat mayo, the seriously one, and I've got the slim one. So whatever you fancy, come round to 325 Ordnance Road. There you go.
There you go. Don't give out your
Always the
address,
fat one.
Ellie.
Always the
Who
fat one.
cares? Everybody's welcome at my house. I've even had a barbecue at my house where
There you
loads
go.
of YouTubers descended, just like Saba did, but my one was much better, obviously.
Well, listen, it's not for me to say, Ellie.
Well,
Ellie, lovely of you to jump on.
yeah, I'm bringing a bit of female charm.
Are you getting worried at all, or do you think there could be something going on, and that's why it's taking so long?
I'm used to it, Mark. We're all used to it, aren't we? They flatter to deceive. They go half and half or 3/4 of the way and then they stop. And it's the way of the Enoch. So I'm not surprised, but I just hope that they fix the forward line because it's Dyer, Eric Dyer. And if we have to put up with that again, we're all going to be losing our hair, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel that the club have let us down for so long in terms of building a squad and strengthening from a position of weakness and a position of strength. You know, and they've always done it. Sorry, so I'm not surprised. This I think it's just under 4 weeks to go till the
Yeah.
window shuts, so they still got time to rectify and do some more signings. And if they do, then I'll take my hat off. Right, I'll take my hat off and I'll say, yeah, you've done a good job. Until then, I am sceptical because they've hurt us too many times, haven't they?
Yeah, correct. And on that subject, Ellie, if you don't mind me asking, what is
Yeah.
acceptable to you? What, when you say acceptable, better than what we've got, or are we looking higher than that and further than that? What type of forward player? I know we're linked to Savinio again, but what floats your boat up front for Spurs
Yeah.
if it could be done?
Well, Victor Osherman, for starters, he would float my boat and he'd sail away with me because I love him. I think he's a fantastic striker, and he's done it everywhere he's gone. And he chose to go to Turkey, all very well. You know, he decided because of the money is such a good payday over there,
Yeah,
right? We don't know where they get the money, but they get it. And obviously, I do love Savinho. I think he's a fabulous footballer. And we do need a number 10, right? And I think Morgan's White, I'm with you, Dave. I think he's a brilliant footballer, right? He scores goals as well. And he's a proven Premiership number. He's a sort of an 8-10, isn't he? He's quite not quite a 10 and not an 8. He's in between, right? So he's probably, but he's not a 9. You can't say he's a 9 because he's not a striker. But we do need cover for Maddison because we all know he's made of glass, right? And then the other number 10 is injured, really. Xavi, if they play him as a number 10 or they'll play him on the left, but he's injured, so he's out of the question. And then we've got Kudus on the right who's injured. Kulu, we don't know what's happening there. I heard Adrian say he's running on grass and he's looking good. Yeah, but that's different from actually playing full games, isn't it, lads?
hmm
Right. So I want a proven striker. All right, Osherman hasn't done it in the Premier League, but he's done it everywhere else, right? And I know for a fact, well, not facts, but I know that he can do it. I'm
yeah,
sure he can because he's physical, isn't he? He's a
yeah,
big, strong lad, right? And then that left wing with Savinho and the right wing, we haven't got cover for Kudos if he goes down again. Yeah, and he's injured for I believe for 3 or 4 more weeks of the start of the season,
yeah.
right? And I
Apparently so.
think
I'm not
same with
sure they've
Madison.
given any time on any of their returns yet.
I heard Adrian said Madison's 3 weeks off,
We don't know that
but we don't
before.
know, do we? It's only
No.
speculation, right? And it's probably what the ITKs are feeding us and all the other media sources. So we don't know what to believe. But at the end of the day, we need our squad strengthening, right? Because we're short, right? And if we have to go with Richarlison and Solanke again, I think I'll probably faint.
I, I,
faint.
I, I know this might be a stupid question, right? But now I've just seen a comment up here.
Yeah,
Daryl, here we go.
that's a good
Right,
name,
that
isn't it?
Sheriff just
That
brought
one.
up. Only Spurs can wait for other clubs to do their business. Can each of you try and explain to me why are Spurs waiting for other clubs when we can afford to go and get who we want within reason, obviously?
That's the most frustrating bit, mate. If we have got more bread than Hovis and more peas than Birdseye, just go and pay the money. Just go and
Yeah.
pay the money.
I
I'm
just
done with it.
I was going to say, can I just come in quickly and say to this? I'll answer it really quickly, in my opinion, because I heard you talking about it this morning as well. For me, it doesn't matter how much money you got. We could pump 400 million at Gakpo. If Liverpool are like we love the money, but we're not letting him go until we get a replacement, and there's absolutely nothing Spurs can do about it. So
Yeah.
if our target is a Savinho, and Man City is saying you can have him, but we're getting a replacement in first, then what can we do as a club? We could offer another 20 million, but Man City would be like, brilliant, we'll have that, but we're still not letting him go until we got a replacement in. So I kind of feel for a little bit for Spurs then, because if the clubs we're wanting the players from are like, yeah, you can have him, but we need a replacement first, and there's not really too much we can do.
Do you know what though? Liverpool and Man City have got a plethora of talent, haven't they? Like they've got like oozing class from every bloody crevice, right? So I'm sure they could bloody let Savinho go. They've been holding him ransom for 2 years, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Come on, let him go. Free Savinho.
This is exactly what I said,
Yeah, you got
and
a point there.
this is why I said give them an ultimatum, a deadline. This is the fund. This is what we're paying. This is when we want it by. Because the longer we're leaving it, the harder it's going to get. It's going to be to get him. Because at the end of the day, let's be completely honest with us, right? He's a natural winger. He can play both sides. Stronger
Yeah.
on the left, in my opinion, but let's be completely honest. They've got players there that can play in his position. They've got Semenyo,
Yeah.
Doku, Cherki. Do you know what I mean? That's 3 players in front of him that can
Yeah,
play.
they've got Grealish on loan as well. They
Do you know
can
what I mean?
ask for Grealish back. You
So
know?
I think, my God's honest opinion, I think they're being complete dicks about the transfer.
Dickheads. Yeah.
About the
I'll
Harry
add head to that.
I think they're being complete morons about it, and they're trying to squeeze us for every penny we can get because they know how desperate we are for him.
Yeah.
I think with the thing with City as well. Do you remember the whole Harry Kane saga? I think they haven't forgotten about that, and they're not going to budge. They're going to ask
bunch of
80
bitches,
million,
aren't they, up at Man City?
70, 80 million
bitches.
for him. Yeah, they're not doing Spurs no favours. Why would they? Why would they do
No.
Spurs favours
Bloody
after what
idiots.
happened with the Man City and Kane thing? And you know, like you said, guys, you know, if we can't get it done, move on to the next target on the list. Otherwise, we're wasting time. We're wasting so much time this summer. So much time wasted. I've had enough of it. I've really had enough of it. I want the season to start now. I want the window to close. I want to just know what it is, what's going on, who we got up front, what's going to happen next season. I'm really, really getting to the point now where I'm losing interest. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but we're talking about the same issues every day, and we're just going around in circles, and we're just going out of our minds, aren't we? We just see all these different transfer links, rumours every day. Another player. Who was it the other day? Axon Jackson one day. We got that the other player today, Mika Taxi or whatever. Who did you have the other day? There's a different player every day online saying Spurs are linked to, and it's just driving me bonkers. I've got to be honest, absolutely bonkers. I wish we could press the fast forward button and just get to the first day of the season and also the end of the transfer window, and then bang, and we just,
it'll be here soon. Dan,
Hmm?
it'll be here soon. It's only a couple of weeks, mate.
Love it.
Couple of weeks.
It feels ages away. It feels ages away.
Listen. If we've only got 14 days left, right, until pretty much the start. Well, first game would be 2 weeks tonight, wouldn't it?
No, tomorrow night.
2 weeks tomorrow, yeah.
Is it? Sorry, 2 weeks tomorrow night. Sorry, excuse me. Now, if we're going to get players in up front, we've got to do it sharpish, because we've got to give them surely at least 90 minutes against Hoffenheim, for argument's sake. Let me on board at home. You ain't got to pay to come on, Ellie.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Do you know why I'm giving you that $9.99? Because you're such hard-working men. You deserve a bit of money. You know, you deserve a few bucks. You know, as they say in America.
A few bucks.
You work
Thank
so
you,
hard.
Ellie. We appreciate it.
It might buy you 1.5 Amstels.
Listen, Where I come from, we get 2 pints for that. Don't you worry
Yeah,
about
you're not a
that.
Londoner.
Don't you
Well,
worry about that.
you were from London originally, weren't you, Cookie?
Yes, I was. Just round
Yeah.
the corner from you, Ellie. Yeah, just
You
round the
see,
corner from you.
in Enfield. Come on.
Well, yeah, Waltham Cross, yeah, but same thing, basically.
Yeah, it's just up
There
the
you go.
road.
Thank you,
isn't it?
Ellie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Say that again.
thank you, Ellie. Much
It's all right.
appreciated.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
very much. Scott
Yeah.
says, by the way, we've got the worst left back group in the Premier League. Now,
I love Scott.
Doggy, Souza, Robertson, are they the worst? With a fourth one possibly in a Van der Ven.
And a
Are they the
Spence
worst? Yeah, and
sometimes
Spence.
as well.
Are
yeah.
they the worst left back brigade in the league?
I wouldn't say the worst. Surely there's got to be a team with worse than us.
Surely.
I don't know. It's a close one, isn't it?
I
Definitely
don't
not
rate
the
our left
best.
backs. I don't rate the left backs. I really don't. I think we needed to go for a better left back, but the club they made up their mind, haven't they? They've gone with Robertson. They're going to give Doggy another season to prove his worth, to see if he can stay injury free. But we all know that Robertson's going to get done by any skillful fast winger. We know the Doggy's going to get injured. We can all predict this now, isn't it? And the other young boy, he probably needs to go out on loan, doesn't he, for a couple of seasons?
Souza,
He's nowhere. Yeah, he's nowhere near ready. It's going to be a problem next season. How big a problem it's going to be, I don't know. But it's not ideal for me. I wanted Spurs to go and get a much better left back, but De Zerbi seems happy with a Doggy and Robertson, so it's on him if it don't go wrong, doesn't it? If it goes wrong, it goes tits up, then it's on him. And if it don't go well, he'll be asking for another left back, won't he, come January?
Well,
Yeah.
you would have thought so. But this is another
What I would say
topic
for-
of discussion. Go on, Nigel. Go on. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
I was going to say, just to rebut that just quickly, all I would say is we are saying as a fan base we can't do it all in one window. So maybe De Zerbi's like, right, I can't really do the left back now. Let's just get Robertson in, stopgap for a year. This is if we sort the front area out, we sort other areas out, we can readdress the left back and possibly the keeper next summer if we
Robertson
need to.
was on the cards, wasn't he, Nigel? He was in the cards in January, wasn't he? Not even before
Yeah,
De Zerbi got here. So Robertson's seemed to be always coming in. With Robertson, the only one thing I think that could help us is if he's kind of comes on second half when we need to score. When we're controlling the game, when we got all the possession, all the pressure, when we need someone with a top quality cross, I think if De Zerbi uses him like that, I think we could get something out of him. But him starting games against good teams with good wingers, I do worry.
And he is a leader as well, isn't he? He's someone who's been there, seen it, and done it. Listen, again, I agree with you. Defensively, he's probably not the best, but yeah, listen, for me, left back is something we'd be maybe sorting out next summer, but we'll see.
I think we're done at the back, to be honest with you, for this season. I think they've done what they've done. I was going to say, Dan, as well, is that VDV would be the fourth option, and obviously the fifth option would be that he plays three at the back with two wing backs.
Now, and you got Daddy Davis there as well. You can come in.
Benny
if you need him.
Davis, yeah, Benny Davis is still around.
That's who should be captain.
Don't start.
It's terrible. With Daddy Davis.
Don't you?
Daddy Davis. Solid. He had a cracking game the other night, didn't he? Everyone said he had a cracking game. Solid. Didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah. I remember when he put a foot wrong against RB Leipzig because he couldn't kick with his right foot, if you remember rightly. And that was enough for me. I was done that night with Ben Davis, I'm afraid. He says Lancashire just scored a good goal for Borough, I presume.
Yes. He was putting himself aback because I was watching the first half against Wrexham. Yeah,
he's having a go, was he, Ellie?
Yeah, he was having a right old goal, putting his bum in, putting his hips in. Because he's quite a big lad. He's quite cumbersome. He's a bit of an awkward player. He's a bit of an awkward player, but he gets about. He's not finished article yet. He needs to learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he scored tonight. This is all good, isn't it?
Well, is it?
Not being funny, I'd actually prefer him up top than Richie and Solanke. That's how much I rate them two strikers. I
Wow.
find with Lancashire,
There you go.
he's always he always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And he scored 12 goals last season for a very struggling Oxford team. Do you know what I mean? That could barely create
Yeah.
chances.
I
Always
watched Oxford.
always
Oxford
under the
played
cosh, weren't
QPR.
they? Well,
Yeah,
they're
I went.
always under the cosh, weren't they?
Yeah,
I think they averaged about 40% possession, if that. Do you know what I mean? Because they were
yeah.
always under the cosh, and I think to score that amount of goals for a team struggling with zero
I think he
creativity,
scored 10 actually.
and
But
yeah,
I watched Lancashire QPR versus Oxford. It was the most boring game I've ever seen in my whole bloody life. 0-0, right? And Lancashire got hooked at about 60 odd minutes, 66 minutes, because he was having a terrible game. He was just he looked disinterested, like he didn't want to be there. But this was early in his Oxford career, right? So he's probably, because I've heard on the grapevine that he was dissatisfied that Spurs put him on loan there, right? But he bucked up his ideas and he started scoring. And I watched him and he was improving. Yeah. Remember, he's still quite young. I think he's 21 or 22, right? But I saw something in him that night that I didn't like against QPR. But I've seen something since that gives me a little bit of hope. But I'm with you, Dave. He's better than Richarlison.
I think
Honestly, he's better than Richarlison because he can hold the ball better and he gets about the pitch and he's better than Solanke. Solanke was, only 8 Premiership goals. That's awful. Yeah, and we're like going with them this season. If we don't strengthen that forward line, we're going to have to put up with those two again.
do you know what my biggest fear is? My biggest ultimate fear that Richie stays and we extend that 1 year option he's got. Oh, that's my ultimate fear.
No,
Surely not.
They'll do another Davies with him. I think he's quite well liked, isn't
That
he,
can't happen.
Richarlison?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I know.
No,
It's
no,
our
no,
worst.
no.
It's our worst nightmare.
Come on,
Guys,
Dan.
can I take it a little bit somewhere else? The show.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
of
mind,
course you
guys,
can,
because
Dave.
I think we
Yeah.
can. Yeah, say we do sign a couple of forwards, and obviously we don't know how they're going to get on yet, do we? We have no idea. But say we do sign a couple of good, better players. You know, what are your kind of what do you think De Zerbi can achieve at this club? What do you think his aim is, and what do you want Spurs to do in the forthcoming seasons now?
Is not well, to me, it's up to the suits upstairs to decide how far Tottenham can go, because there's no denying whatsoever that we've got the money to do anything we want. I've been saying for ages now. Or you got to remember the cash machine stadium is finished. Mr. Levy, to his credit, got it on such ridiculous interest rates. It's basically we pay peanuts every year till we pay it off. It's such a low interest rate. It's crazy. None of us would be able to get interest rates like that on borrowing £1 billion or 700 odd million, whatever they borrowed. So it all comes down now to the ambition of the board. If they wanted us, I've been saying for a long time on this show, if ENIC really wanted to, there's no reason whatsoever in the next 5 to 10 years we could not win the Premier League. It's whether they want to do it though. Are they going to stick the bread in that's needed to get us that high up? Or are they going to do what they did with Pochettino, get us to 4th place consistently? That'd do. You don't need no more. We're just creaming the Champions League money.
Yeah.
So the ball is in their court.
Yeah, you're right.
And I truly believe De Zerbi wants to win stuff with us.
Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, Mark, if we go if we get a team or a squad that's sufficient enough to go and win cups and go and challenge in a league, it's not just to Enix's benefit because their stock will rise automatically because of the football. It'll push it to the higher end if we're winning stuff, or if we're competing, or if we're buying major players in the football world. That their stock will rise automatically.
Of
It
course
will,
it
like
will.
you say, go up
But-
to 5 billion
Yeah.
or more.
It's true.
But,
know,
but
who
what
knows?
happened the last time? What happened the last time when Poch got us top four regularly? The funding stopped.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
ceased.
yeah, yeah.
But
Do you know
that
what?
wouldn't be the case now, would it? Under this new ENIC 2.0,
Well,
right?
allegedly.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't
This,
think so.
this is what we're being told, right? This is what we're being sold. They've had enough of just kind of being the nearly men. There's a massive mentality problem at this club for many years. So that's got to be cracked.
Yeah.
Pochettino got close, but didn't crack it because he didn't
With
win
no
anything.
help, mind. With no
Yeah,
help.
he got so close, right? But he
Yeah.
didn't crack the mentality. We still failed in the last key moments of
He went for the
competitions.
glory, didn't he?
Yeah, and he got close, but he didn't crack it. This mentality issue at Spurs has dragged on for far too long. When you listen to rival fans talk about Spurs, and they will say, "Okay, yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player," but they always come back to and say, "Yeah, they might have a few better players in other positions than us, but they ain't got the mentality as us." They haven't got the
Yeah.
mentality. It always goes back to that with Spurs. That's what De Zerbi has got to crack at the club, and it's bringing in the right players with the right mentality to win things and get things over the line.
Yeah.
Quality of play. It's all about quality of play, buying top players, not players with potential, bringing in actual players who are going to come in and make a difference and improve that first team season in, season out. That's the only way to
Yeah.
do it.
Does
Consistency in
Robertson
the
do
transfer
that for
market.
you?
No, he doesn't, because he's on his way out, isn't he? He's his way down. Good professional to be around, but that's about it. He's not going to give us what we need on the pitch. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need a good left back, solid going forward and in defence. And at this moment, we haven't
Yeah.
got one.
Yeah, it's building blocks at the end of the day. When you build a house, you build it from the foundation, don't you? Right? And you build, and you don't knock it down. What we do, we build up to a point and then we knock it down. We build up to another point, then we knock it down. It's ridiculous. We
Yeah.
haven't built a house to compete, right, at the top level. We're not an elite club in that sense, but we are a big club. We don't do things like a big club. I'll tell you what, I was very sick today because I went down to Stratford and I saw all Arsenal stuff, right? There was a massive poster of bloody Declan Rice smiling in the sports shop. I won't name it because there's many other sports shops, but I felt sick. I felt like going up and bloody saying, get that out the window, right? And I want to see Spurs in these shops. I want to see Spurs players smiling, right? And we've been starved of success, right? And when I hear people say finishing second, third, or fourth is a good thing, no, it isn't. We want to be winners. That's what Ange Postecoglou did. He won us a cup. Right? I know some of you don't like him, but he won us a cup, and we should have built on that, right? Maybe not with him because his tactics were pretty poor. We all know that, right? But push on. But what did we do? We bloody sacked manager after manager after manager.
Let's
Right?
be honest,
And
we fucked it. We fucked it, Ellie.
yeah,
Absolutely
we
fucked
did.
it.
We did. And it's just like
I'll let you get stuck
ridiculous
in
the
for a
way they
minute. You lot.
operate.
I'm going to get a drink, Mark. I'm just going to get a
No,
drink.
you
Go on,
crack on,
carry
mate.
on. Carry on.
It's
And this is why
ridiculous,
I
isn't it?
can't have Ellie, and that's why I can't have anyone defending Enoch Levy. Right,
I
over the
know.
past
When
25
I
years,
hear it,
how
I
can
feel
you
sick of it.
defend those bunch of wankers for putting us through all of this for this long and being a laughing stock, failing at the final hurdle, missing out on so many good signings, sacking managers, not backing
I know.
managers, and then because we've built this stadium, because we're in a good financial position. We've had to go through 25 years, 26 years of bullshit. Yeah, being
Yeah,
Well, let's
laughing
face
stock.
it. But let's face it. Basically, for the last few years, we've been a meme for the rest of the clubs.
Yeah, we've been an
I
absolute joke.
know.
3-point
Look how
lag.
many.
Ridiculous.
One of them.
You've only got to look at how many adverts Paddy Power have brought out against us.
Yeah.
You
We
know
all
what I mean?
love our club, right? We all love our
Yeah.
club, don't we? We all love our club with a passion, right? We want them to do well so we can celebrate our club and be proud of our club. We love our club in a way that we feel Well, me personally, I don't know about you lads, but I feel embarrassed because you see
Mhm.
Arsenal doing their parade with bloody million people turning up, and it makes you feel inadequate because our team finished 17th twice, right? And they sat
Yeah.
on their asses for 26 years, not just the last 2 seasons. They didn't support Poch. They didn't support any other manager. They sacked Martin Yole at bloody half time. They sacked Jose Mourinho, a proven winner, before he could lead us out at Wembley and put Ryan Mason in charge, a rookie. What sort of club does that? It's a disgrace.
Imagine
It's a
Shambles.
that. Yeah,
And
disgrace.
this is
you got to let that. One of the things you got to let sink in it. Jose Mourinho never lost a cup final in his whole managerial career.
You know what I mean?
Spurs sack him a week before a cup final.
I know.
there is
And
no doubt, right? Enoch are an embarrassment, right? We're all embarrassed. You're right, Ellie. It's embarrassing having Enoch in charge of Tottenham. It's like having a best friend that you go out with every weekend. You know by the end of the night he's going to be naked dancing to ABBA or something like that. That's what Enoch are. They're an embarrassment to
yeah,
us, right? But
yeah,
this is their chance. This is their chance now to put things right. You know,
yeah.
And
let's
hold
go
them
all
to
out. Yeah,
Bloody
account.
I
put
think
Hold
things
them to
right.
account, right?
absolutely,
This window,
absolutely. But
if you don't deliver the
how long?
forwards, hold them to account.
Yeah,
Sorry, Nigel.
100%. Well, no, 100%. I agree with you, mate. But for me, how long can we keep going on about the last 26 years? At some point, we got to go right. Let's look forward instead of looking back. So I agree, Enoch have been shit and they're a joke, but
Yeah,
I just want to look forward. I just want to come on and do it. And if they don't do it this year, then again we're going to be going back. But
Yeah,
let's see what they do.
the problem is Enoch 2.0 is that Enoch 1.0, Daddy, and Daniel Levy. All right, they've done lots of good, lots of bad. Do you know what I mean? But there's so much needs doing, and it's going to take years to sort
And
out.
they've put us in this position.
Yeah, they have
yeah.
they've played a massive part in it. What I will say is, with all the things Daniel Levy done behind closed doors, is I don't think we would be in this position now, spending 85, £100 million on players if it wasn't for stuff he'd done years ago. All things happen. All things have been put in place, etc. So he doesn't get his flowers from me, but he doesn't go down for me as the worst chairman of all time from any clubs, because at the end of the day, we are a financial powerhouse because of his actions.
Dave, I've got to come in here, mate, because why can't Spurs put a good team on the pitch and try and reach good financial success at the same time? Why can't they do both? Why couldn't they have gone and put a good team on the pitch year on year and try and build to where we're at to now? Why couldn't two things be done at once?
Because of PSR. That's why. PSR's been going a lot longer than what we all think it has. It's been going for years. It's been going since 2013.
Yeah, but
Why do you
Dave,
think- why do you think
we've blown hundreds of million in the transfer market on 6 or 7 players when we've needed this 2 or 3 quality players into that team, paying the same amount of money, right? And we've done that season in, season out, buying quantity over quality. This
Yeah.
is what I mean. This is why I can't have it. I can't have PSR rules, this rule and that rule. Of course, we can't get the world-class players. I get that, but recruitment could have been a lot more cleverer. Recruitment could have been a hell of a lot more cleverer. I'm telling you that much.
I'll tell you now, Dan. I can't come up with an answer for that because I'm fully with you on that one. I can't help them out. I can't defend them on that one because our recruitment's been shit, and that's where they have to stand up and be counted. That's the things they have done wrong, in my opinion, because recruitment has been poor. Do you know what I mean? Over the last 6 years, the recruitment has been absolutely dismal.
Too many players for too many managers, Dave.
You know,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, that's the thing with us. That's the thing with us. You got to remember, the likes of Udogie and Porro were brought to the club for Antonio Conte. All right, Udogie never he was still on loan when Conte left, got sacked, whatever you want to call it. And just to answer Tom Kingham, we are 3 away, mate.
There you go.
3.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's go.
Thank you very much to everyone that has subscribed tonight. We do appreciate it. 3 away from 1,400, which is massive for us, by the way. It doesn't seem like a lot of people to a lot of people, but truly it is magnificent to get to that total and to have such a great community that's behind this channel and that keeps pushing us out there to other people. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We're on every day, every morning at 9:30, and the odd evening show as such, like tonight as well. So thank you to all that have subscribed.
And you must remember, you must remember, without you people in the audience, this channel wouldn't exist. I could phone Cookie up every day and have a chat to him for an hour.
Well, yeah.
2 hours.
Mm.
You know, so without you, we're nothing. So we love and appreciate all of you.
Yeah. And we're not even there yet. We're not even at 1,400 yet.
Get subbing.
No, but just be nice in the chat. No having to go attack the argument, not the person.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the only rules we've always said.
Yeah. I've cut in there. Ellie, any thoughts on what Dave was saying there? And Nigel, obviously. Just pump in when you want to. You don't have to wait. Go on. Oh, she's gone quiet. We can't hear you, Ellie.
I think.
You're on mute, Els.
No, Ellie's frozen, I think. Frozen complete. Oh, no, she's moving. No,
can't hear you, Ellie. Go out. I'll put the link in the bottom again, Ellie. Go out and come back in.
Well, send it to her again, mate.
Or I'll send it to you. You've got it. You've got it, Ellie, on the phone.
Oh, no. Well, all right.
She has. I've sent it to her, so she has got it. She has got it. It's okay. Nige, where are you at with it? What Dave was saying? Thank you, Lisa.
What was Dave saying? Dave, what were you saying?
I was just saying that Levy and Enoch, the first version, done more a lot wrong, more wrong than they did right. But I think the reason why we're in this position we're in now, where we can go out and buy the higher end, do you know what I mean, of player caliber, is because of financial decisions and business decisions they've made previously. And personally, I think they're doing all of this now. They're actually building this team properly.
Okay.
Is to, in the next 3 to 4 years, sell the club for a huge profit and move on to something else.
Possibly. And you know, me and Mark have had this discussion in the back room many times. The people that own Newcastle, I believe, because they've got.
I'm not sure I want them.
No.
But they have got literally unlimited wealth. Whatever Enoch asks for the cash machine and all of it, they'll just say, "Here you go."
Yeah, they will. They're not bothered about the money. And this is why I think
money down the back of the sofa, mate.
Yeah, this is why I think that because of what's going on at Newcastle and they can't spend what they want to spend, right? Spurs is perfect for them. And it wouldn't surprise me in any way, shape or form over the next couple of years if Spurs do get further and further up to where we hope they need to get to, up to competing for winning leagues and going deep in Champion Leagues and winning FA Cups and Carling Cups in the future. Then 6 billion to PIF is nothing, Nige. Do you know what I mean? It's and they can come in and spend that money then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we've all got our problems. We've all got our issues with Enoch, and they've been terrible for the last 25, 26 years on the pitch. Yeah. They haven't put the team first. Very rarely. We've got some stars come in. Of course we have. We've got some great players who have played for our club over the past 26 years, but they have never built a team. They have never built a squad. But what they have done, and you've got to give them credit for, is they have built the infrastructure. It is there. Now, what we've got to do now is go forward. right? And I
Yeah.
think in De Zerbi, I think this is a manager not to be fucked with. I just don't think
Oh
he will
yeah,
take any shit. I
no,
really don't. And if we were ever going to do something, I think he's a manager. And listen, I was one who wanted Potts back. I was one of the ones beating the Potts drum. I wanted Potts back. Didn't really want De Zerbi, but now he's in. Now I've seen what he's doing. I just think Enoch, they owe him everything because this man kept us in the Premier League. They owe him everything. And I think Enoch will have to back him. They have to back him. And let's see where it goes. Listen, I know we've not got the players in yet, but I am excited to see where this Tottenham team goes in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
But
only
just
if
keep De Zerbi on board.
I will caveat that with it's only if Enoch wants us to, because they still
Yeah.
hold the purse strings. The sky's the limit.
Go
The
tits up.
sky is the
Could go
limit.
tits up. He
I
could
know.
walk it. I mean, he said, didn't he, the other day, he said, you know, we've got a 5-year plan. It could be 2 years, it could be 2 weeks, you know. So listen, we've got to keep him on side.
Well, put it this
Yeah.
way, right? With what Enoch have built in the past by neglecting the football, because they have neglected the football. I don't care what anybody says. They were more worried about bricks and mortar than the grass, which, when you own a football club, it's unacceptable. Let's just call it that. But if they are going to concentrate with what goes on the grass now, the sky's the limit. You got to remember our turnover every year is what? At least 500 million, isn't it?
Oh,
In the,
it's loads of money, Mark. It's
yeah,
It's,
Yeah.
crazy money.
565 mil.
Yeah, well, we're the highest. We got the highest revenue of any Premier League club with all the. I was going to say nonsense, but it's not nonsense. With all the extra curricular activities that go on at the club, you know, the NFL, the boxing, the
Yeah,
rugby, and
yeah.
Yeah.
go-kart racing, and God knows what else goes on there. You know, we have the highest revenue of any Premier League club. So, what's the problem, Tottenham? It's up to you now. It's up to you how high you want to take us. And if it's not to the top, get out my club.
Yeah, and can I just pipe in by saying thank you to everyone. We have got to 1,401.
Come
So
on.
thank you everyone for that has
Well
subscribed.
done.
Honestly, it means so much, and we'll move on to the next 100 now, and
Yeah.
try and get to 1,500. We won't
That's
stop
it.
asking you. By the way, we'll always ask you to.
No, come on. We're only 99 away now.
Well, there you go. There you go. We're already on the way to 1,500. That's the way we like it as well, and hopefully it'll only grow, Mark, won't it? So, you know, fingers crossed. Mark's, I think Mark's frozen there by a look
No,
of it.
well, no,
Yeah.
as if I can sort my camera out, mate.
Oh, right, it's the camera. It's the camera. We'll blame the
Can you hear
camera.
me, guys? Can you hear
Yeah,
me now?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I
We-
just say something quickly, right? What I hate about our fan base, right? There's certain people in our fan base that call out the fans that they say to us, lower your expectations. What do you expect? Right? And I find that such a defeatist attitude, right? To think that because we finish second, third, fourth, or fifth, or sixth, even, right, that's good enough, right? I don't know about you lads, but I've got high expectations for our club. I want us to win things, right?
yeah,
Why are you in football? You're not there just to make the numbers up. You're there for the glory, like Bill Nicholson said, and Danny Blanchflower said, don't wait for the opposition to die of boredom, right? We bloody bored our fans to death. And then you've got fans in our community even saying, what do you expect? Well, I expect a lot more. That's what I expect. And I expect us to compete and win things, right? Because I'm greedy. I'm a 63-year-old lady, right? And I just feel like I've never seen us win the league, right? I've seen us get to the Champions League final, and the euphoria of the semi final was brilliant. But when fans tell me that I should lower my expectations, Do you know, I feel like punching them on the nose, knocking them out, because they're idiots. Why are they saying these things? You're accepting what the club are doing. You're accepting that we're losers. Yeah, it's not a good look to be taking the piss out of us. All the other fans saying, "Oh, you're just Tottenham Hotspur. It's only Tottenham Hotspur, lads." You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I just feel disillusioned with fans who say these things.
I'll come to you, Danilist, first. What are your thoughts on the standards in the club, and how can they change, Dan? How does the mentality change throughout the club as such, not just on the football pitch? And how long does that take to do for a club the size of Tottenham?
But there's just been so many Can you all hear me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. We've got you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, Dave, for having a go at you, man. It's not at you, mate. It's just at the club, man. I just take it personally at all, mate. I just get very passionate about this subject, and because the club obviously got into the Champions League, they got up there, they were doing okay, right? They were getting better, they were getting into the Champions League, blah blah blah. But it's just not pushing on, isn't it? It's getting there and say that's all we can do. Not taking risks. Daniel Levy penny pinching. We could talk all night of the failures and the mistakes Daniel Levy has made, not hiring the right football people in charge to make the decisions with recruitment. Daniel Levy getting involved too much on things, missing out on so many good signings due to Daniel Levy not paying an extra few mil to get them over the line. There's just so many examples. Bringing in Mourinho, bringing in Conte, but giving them shit. Yeah, what was that? What was going to happen in the end? They would just get frustrated, and it ended badly. Not but back in Pochettino when he needed top players into that team. We were so close, and it was just that the club didn't take the risks to push us on to the next level. So they thought, okay, let's just sack Poch, bring in Mourinho. He's a winner. He can get this lot over the line. But at that stage, that team had run its course, right?
Yeah.
We needed upgrades. We needed replacements. The Champions League final year, we lost Dembele, yeah? Why aren't we signing another solid midfielder in that window there to help us for the rest of the season? So when we got to that final, we had more chance, having a better midfielder. We ended up with Winks and Sissoko in the middle of the park, right? It's just stupid decisions, and there's so many missed opportunities. The Mourinho sacking, before the cup final, and the lack of risk, especially when Daniel Levy is in charge. There's so many examples. I could go on forever. But anyway, going back to your point, Cookie, how do they raise the standards, right? How long does it take? Now, they are making steps in this window. They've broken the transfer record twice, right? This is what we want to see. They're bringing in
the wage barriers.
Yeah, they're finally, I don't know why it suddenly happened now. Levy's gone. Is it a coincidence? Is it not? Is it because of the Lewis kids are running the show now? Maybe that's the change. Maybe they've had enough of being a laughing stock. Maybe they've had enough of many. I don't know, right? A change of management, change of faces, but this has got to be proven, isn't it? Like they've got to deliver on the forwards in this window. They've got to keep delivering in January, the summer after that, the summer after that, the summer after that. Keep bringing in top players. Keep pushing. If players are not performing next season, be ruthless. Let them go. Move them on. Get better in. Yeah, back the manager. De Zerbi he's not going to take any shit, right? He's made it. He's laid down what he wants at this club, what he wants to get, what he wants to do, and what he needs. Yeah, he's made it very clear. They're lucky to have him, to be honest, because he's, anybody at that club right now, I listen to him because he's talking sense. What he says makes sense, right? And the club are at this stage giving him what he's wanted so far. Yes, they haven't delivered in the forwards. So it's about doing this sort of recruitment time and time. And, over time, you'd hope maybe in 2-3 years that, we could be pushing to actually win things, challenge for a title. Yeah, why can't we go and challenge for the Premier League title? We've got a huge fan base. The revenue streams are fantastic. There's loads of money. Got a talented manager. We've got some good players in. Just got to keep building. And we've got to push all we can. And obviously, winning is not always guaranteed, but we've got to see the club do everything they can to get this team trophies. These us fans trophies, success. Yeah, winning. Yeah, winning games. You know, not being this laughing stock that we have done in the last couple of seasons.
No.
Even
We only
decent-
won 3
top-
home games.
Yeah,
Three home
it's
games
a
all
joke.
season.
even decent football's a start. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
decent football, but also winning football. Decent. Right, like I want to see us like fix all areas of the pitch, not go half-hearted. Like fix one area of the pitch and then don't fix the other two, or fix two areas of the pitch and don't fix the other part of the pitch. And it's the way of the Enoch. They've always done it. They've always bloody left us short. They're really stupid. Really are imbeciles, right? Because if you're running a football club, you don't any business. You don't hire. Say you're running I don't know, electrical company. You don't hire the electricians, then don't give them the tools, do you? That's what they bloody do. They just leave us short, and it's getting to the point where I'm so frustrated with our club, right? And they're doing it again. And if they don't fix up and get that forward line fixed, it's just defeating the object. So we're going to do all the flair work with not tonight. Tonali's not a flair player, but we'll do all the good work, I would say, and we'll have our flair players like Madison if we're lucky, and maybe a Morgan Gibbs White. Who knows? But then we get to the Richarlison and Solanke, and the play's going to break down. Yeah, because they can't. Solanke, I've heard people saying that he can hold the ball up well. What player are you watching? 50-50. Sometimes he does and sometimes he doesn't. And
Whenever he gets a
Richarlison,
ball,
forget it.
whenever
He doesn't hold
Richarlison
the
gets
ball
the
up.
ball, it bounces off him like a bloody pinball machine.
Yeah, Richarlison, what Rain said, he's got a really good record, yeah. But when you look at the amount of goals that he scored, it's not enough.
No,
Yeah.
not
Per
for
90, yeah, it's good. But the
not
amount of
for
goals he scores is not
not for a
enough.
top side that we're meant to be.
No. You
No.
need at least your striker scoring a minimum of 20. A minimum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
And then push on.
yeah, Ellie, we'll talk about that and what sort of strikers we can get in after we've just brought this up from Tim Man.
All
Big
right.
up to Tim Man, sent the super chat in. We appreciate
Big up
it,
to
Tim
man.
Man.
Well done,
Thank you
Tim
very
Man.
much.
Another
He says
Man.
apparently Aston Villa are interested in getting Endrick from Madrid on a one-year loan. We will probably end up with the lap on loan,
Oh,
he
God.
says.
Please, no.
First of all, everyone, your thoughts on an Endrick, young lad at Real Madrid. Would he be your cup of tea to come over to be in the squad at Spurs?
As long as
Yeah.
he's not Rouhani 2.0.
No, he's. I've watched a lot of him. He's touted as the next big thing out of Brazil. Madrid are nurturing him really slowly because they want it to work with him. That's why they loaned him out last season, to the last part of the season, to Lyon, and they're looking to loan him out again this season. I said it in the backstage before, didn't I, about Endrick? And I said, do you think we're one of the clubs to being linked with him? But I can personally see him going to a team like Villa. Exactly what Tim Man's just put in here. I can just see Endrick at either us or Villa.
Okay.
But he's a very good player.
The biggest question is, seeing as he is Brazilian, is he better than Richie?
In a wheelchair with no legs and no arms,
right.
he's still better than Richie.
Right.
Fair play.
Weirdly,
How
for
old
me,
is he,
no.
by the way? How old is he?
21, is he?
Is
21?
he? Has he got a bit of size about him?
Might be
Because
a
I
bit
don't really
younger.
watch. Has he got a bit of size about him?
He's
No, he's
19,
short.
I think.
Short, isn't he?
No, he's a small player.
He's
Yeah.
like 5'7", isn't he? 5'6", 5'7".
So he's your
I don't know.
Jermaine Defoe type, is he?
He's
That
a very
type of player?
direct player, running player, running at the defence, and
Yeah,
He
yeah.
reminds me of Esteval at Chelsea. He's
Yeah,
similar.
Ryan from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And to the second part of this, I know what the answer's going to be, but I've got to ask anyway because I asked about Endrick. He says we will probably end up with the lap on loan. That's the typical Spursy move, last minute, can't get anyone, he'll
Panic
do
buy,
type of.
panic stations.
Well, just saying. Listen,
Yeah.
what does anyone else think about an Hendrick? Anyone else got anything to say on an Hendrick, or are we all
Not
square
for
on that?
me. Not for
Yeah.
me, just because if it's only a loan and we've got to send them back, I want to get players in now that are ours. Yeah, I want to. You know what? You know when we supported Spurs as kids,
Yeah.
it was always the strikers, wasn't it, or the midfielders that we fell in
Yeah.
love with. For me, Hoddle first of all, and then Teddy Sheringham was the one. I fell in love with Teddy Sheringham. I wanted to be his best mate. I wanted to be him. I don't want a striker
Yeah.
that comes here for a year and then fucks off. I want a striker that's going to play with us for the next 4, 5, 6 years. That
Yeah.
we can say is Tottenham.
Mm.
So for me, nah, don't want him for a year. Rather get someone else who's in there for 4 or 5 years. Personally,
Yeah, fair play, fair play. Big up, Tim, man. Really appreciate that, mate.
Thank you,
Thank
mate.
you for the support. Really
You're always
appreciate
very
it.
generous, Tim, man. Too
Yeah,
generous.
you are. You are. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Any chance of another midfielder coming in? Because we've got. I'm thinking more at the top end, like in a 10 position, maybe. We've got obviously Fernandez and Sonali in, but they'll be doing the 6 and the 8, I would imagine, between them. You've got Maddison, but he's took a knock to the hip now. Should we be looking for maybe a Gakpo type player, or if anyone else wants to give a suggestion that can play sort of across the front or can drop into a 10 role? Is that the type of player that we should be looking for £72 million? Not that the money comes into it. Is he good enough? Is he better than what we've got?
Who's better? Who Cookie? What name did you say, mate?
Gakpo.
If Gakpo comes in and if we sign 3 forwards and he's one of the 3 and the other 2 are really, really good, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But if Gakpo's the main guy, then no, I'm sorry, he's not. He's a good player, but he's not going to raise the bar enough, I don't think. Yeah, yes, he's better. And that's the old saying, we've heard it all summer. He's better than what we got. Okay.
Yeah.
But we need to get the right fit for the team as well. It's not just better than what we got. It's that can they do what De Zerbi wants? De Zerbi wants very specific players to do specific roles in his team. He wants a winger who can take on the fullback. Yeah, who's got a bit of pace on him, right? And he's a striker who can drop deep. He can link the play. He's technical on the ball. He can arrive in the box at the right time to score the goals. So it's not just so simple of like, is better than what we got. It's got to be also the right fit. Does that make sense, guys? What I'm saying?
Yeah, spot on. That's exactly how De Zerbi likes his players. He likes his wingers to be agile, fast, take on players. That's kind of why I think they're still steering down the Savinho role, because we've all seen it. He can take players on. He's quick. He's good with his feet. Just hasn't worked out his end product yet. Forward, that's why Victor Osimhen ticks every single box. He can link up play, strong, physical, fast, powerful, knows where the back of the net is. And this is why I think, coming on to what Cookie said, this is what I think our bomb is going to be. Morgan Gibbs-White. He's a perfect De Zerbi player. Works hard, presses, fantastic pass, chips in with goals. Do you know what I mean? But he can also play as a number 8 as well. So it's kind of, Morgan Gibbs-White is, to me, he is absolutely spot bang on no-brainer. Got to get everything we can to get him in. Because I think he's a perfect De Zerbi type player. And he's English and homegrown, so it's even more no-brainer.
Makes a lot of sense.
How much does it cost to get a Morgan Gibbs-White in then, lads? Now, I mean, like in the window, 4 weeks to go. I want Morgan Gibbs-White. How much is it going to cost me? What's Marinakis going to take to let Morgan Gibbs-White go?
It's going to be 100 plus.
Yeah,
100 million. 100
He's
million.
not even going to pick up the phone unless he hears.
3
He
digits.
gets a text message first saying, we've got £100 million here. We'll start off with that. He won't even pick up the phone.
100
But you
million
know,
in Solanke.
Marinakis. Go on, Nigel. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
I say 100 million in Solanke. Apparently, they're interested in Solanke. So
Yeah, I've just read that,
just
Nigel, as
sweeten
well.
the deal. Sweeten the deal. Give him Solanke.
Give
We'll
him
give you, I don't know,
Bergvall, give
we'll give
him
you
them,
90 million. Yeah, give him Bergvall. Give him Romero if they want as well. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get rid of
Give
all of
them
them.
anyone.
Just
It
get,
don't
just
matter.
get Morgan Gibbs White.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm just
Just-
reading now
yeah.
as well that Aston Villa are interested or willing to inquire in the services of Pap Matsar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
been going around.
move him on, move him on.
They
Yeah,
are
good.
desperate for midfielders, aren't they? They ain't
Yeah.
got no one, have they?
Get
And
Nana's
then,
out.
and guys, I know Cookie, you said about a midfielder, right? We do need more midfielders in the team, right? Yeah, I don't know if we'll get it done this window, but we need cover for Tonali, Fernandez, people to compete with them. You know, a different type of profile midfielder. We hear Alex Scott, that's a good player. There's other players
I'd
in
love
there,
him
and
at Spurs.
Adam Wharton is a different profile of midfield. He can do different things. You do need, we're going to need backup, especially maybe not so much this season because we're not in Europe. But what if we do qualify for Europe? Then we need to buy quality in that midfield. We need to upgrade the likes of Sarr, Gray, Bergvall. I do. I think we do need better midfielders longer term. We need good depth. If we want to be a serious team, if we want to compete at the top of the league and try and win trophies, we need strength in depth. That's what we need. Quality.
Yeah.
At the moment, though, I believe it's about fixing the first team.
Yeah.
Strength and depth will have to wait, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I get that.
And as long as they don't go all out this window and blow loads of money, because we ain't really spent a lot already, have we? What's our net so far? About 90 million, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah.
With what's come back in.
Well, it's less than that now, isn't it? Because we've just sold. We're about to sell. What's his name? Ashley Phillips to Borough. That's going to be in total with the add-ons another 20 million.
I think that was included in the
It
calculation.
may well have been included in it, Dave. That
I think, because we was on about this morning, weren't we?
Yeah, we was just over 100, and then we hadn't took Ashley Phillips into account, and we took that off as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's about 90 million anyway, something like that. That's what the net spend is.
Yeah.
So far, and like we were saying earlier on, if you've got, let's just say 400, so they've got another 310 there. Then they've got whoever that they're going to sell that's in the squad. Romero's going to go, Vic's going to go. So what, 40, 60, Sar's going to go, 20,
15.
That's 80. Who else?
15,
Solomon could go to 20 million, 15, 20 million. So that's nearly another 100. So that's recouped what you've spent altogether and your 10 million in front. Do you know what I mean? So you're back to your $500 million again, or your 400 million again.
Then they've got no excuse for not going out for players like Gibbs White, Alex Scott. They've got no excuse for it, have they?
And I think this is what everyone's alluding to, that when they say you can't do everything in a window, no, you can't do everything, right? But what you can do is give the manager a chance. Right, and that's where I am with it, because I think if they don't get him the forwards, or I should say a couple of forwards minimum in this squad, and probably another 10 as well, we could hit trouble. We might play a bit better football, we might knock it about a bit better, but with Solanke and Richarlison, instead of a striker taking 1 out of 3 chances, you're getting strikers that are going to be taking 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, even more than that on some occasions. So I don't know whether people are willing to put up with that or not until January at the earliest, if that was to be the case.
But at the end of the day, mate, it's not our decisions, and so we just got to go along with what the club does.
Yeah, but this is when earlier on, like I don't know, one of you was talking about something about Enoch. If they don't improve what they've got, what do you rate the window at? And 2, have they done enough this window?
No,
not even close. Currently, I'm as I stand this window. currently is 6 out of 10.
And if we don't get anyone, Dave, does that number go down then?
Yeah, it goes down to 4 because we haven't addressed what I've been saying for the last year and a half, 18 months.
Yeah.
Is the problem is the attacking area, because we do everything right to get the ball into the attacking position, but there's no one to stick the ball in there. Do you know what I mean? They've done it slowly with Kudus. Do you know what I mean? But that front line needs addressing seriously, and I think if they don't get at least 2 in, that's setting De Zerbi up for failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what they've done to virtually every manager that we've had in the past.
Yeah.
Since the stadium opened, basically. Poch wasn't back, and he was crying out for reinforcements. What did they do? Absolutely nothing. Too worried about the bricks and mortars, getting the Cash Machine Stadium finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
As we're doing, we bought 6 players in, right? So if you had said before the window we're going to bring 6 in, we would all been like, all right, okay. But the fact that we brought a keeper in, and the fact that we brought probably maybe Robertson in, I think if those 2 had been a left winger and a striker, maybe we'd be saying, oh, it's not a bad window. But the fact we are so short in that left wing, we are so short in that striker area, where we've been short in so long. How many seasons have we been saying now we need a left winger? Even when Sonny was here, we were like, we need a left winger, and we still haven't got one. And we've not replaced Kane, which I know is impossible. The only way you replace Kane is by getting Kane. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to do. At the moment, the window's not good enough. If you ended it now, again, 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
We desperately need a left winger and a striker. And
No,
that's just to get us by. We are still well short.
It'd be a lot less than that for me.
Bit of breaking news here, gents.
Go on, mate.
Fabrizio Romano, half hour ago. West Ham advancing to final stages of Manor Solomon deal with Tottenham and Players Camp. Deal proceeding. West Ham United very confident of completing the deal. Doesn't say a fee, but that's another, like you said, that looks like another one going out the door. So
yeah, he was one of the 4 we listed up for it anyway. So there's more, obviously, bigger rumours to do with Romero. Vicario, it's gone a bit quiet. You said about Sarr tonight, I believe, Dave, as well. Villa, I've heard that one for the last couple of days, going out on loan maybe, or maybe stumping up a bit of cash for him. I don't know. I can't see that we want that much for him. Can you, lads? For Papa Sarr? 15, 20 million?
Yeah,
15, 20.
I think Solomon will be about 8 million with add-ons, probably up to 10.
10 million, yeah.
10.
All profit, by the way. All profit.
20.
All profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What we're going to wrap up soon, Scott. If you're still in the chat, Scott, could you do me a favour, if you can, if you've got time, and stick Nigel's and Dave's Spurs Syndrome and the Danalist, stick their links in the chat, mate, please, for their channels.
Well, put it this way. Nige and Danalist are in the description of the video.
Oh, there you go.
So I put @summit in the description.
There you go. So you can click there. But if you've got time, Scott, that would be great. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate it. What was I going to ask you? The last thing. I've even turned the page over on the pad now. Last question before we wrap up. We give Scott a chance to do that if he can. Just the same old question, really. Where are we going with the team if we don't get anyone, and how disappointed will you be? But then if they do lift their levels and we do go and get I don't know, let's just say they do go and get an Osherman. Because believe me, I'll tell everyone they can afford Victor Osherman if they want to do it. Just saying,
Yeah.
right? They can afford to do it. I won't have it that they can't, right?
Yeah.
But just in your views, just very quickly, it's similar to the transfer question, really, about how you rate the window. But as it stands, and if we do get a level of player that's better than what we've got, just where you'd expect us to be in the league this year. That's all. Anyone can go. Anyone can go.
Is that with the signings, Cookie? Is that with
With
the
and without, Dan. With and without.
well, without mid-table, 9th, 10th at a push. Without,
Yeah.
because I think we slate these forwards. I know, and they're inconsistent, the injury prone. They will score goals in certain games, but it's the consistency. It's the big
Yeah.
moments. It's the tough games. It's the when you need a clinical striker. You need to be ruthless in front of goal, and that's where it will let us down. We're going to be facing the low block every week at our grounds. Most weeks we're going to be facing that low block. So you need quality to break those teams down. You need skill, ability, someone who can play a through ball, somebody who can take on a man, whipping a great cross, clinical strikers in the box to take these sort of chances. So look, it's mid-table, I would say right now, roughly, give or take. If we sign the two forward players, which are good, top players, I'd say, I think we can try and push for Europe. But again, it's going to be kind of looking at injuries as well, isn't it? Like, is the squad good enough to keep that going throughout the season? I want us to focus on the cup competitions. I do. I want us to do all we can to try and win a trophy next season. I want to see progression in the football. I want to see it going in the right direction. I don't expect perfection. I expect to lose games, but I expect something to be looking like it's working on the pitch. And then also I expect if players are not performing and there's some weaknesses in the team, clear weaknesses, that is sorted out in January. Yeah, so it gives us a boost going into the second half of the season. Now, I'm not like, I mean, it has calmed down a bit, isn't it? That fans were expecting us to finish top 5. That has calmed down a little bit because of this forward issue. If we make it, if we get there, if we qualify for, Champions League, if we come 5th, for example, we get there on merit, right? We deserve it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ready to play in the Champions League yet. But when we're talking about the money, the amount of money we're spending and the debt the club are in, we're going to need to recoup some money back somehow. And that's playing in the Champions League, right? It's massive money, isn't it, for the club? And that's what they want to do. That's what their aim is. That's what they're thinking is to get this money, get Spurs. They had a near miss. If we're going relegated, they would have been fucked if they'd have got relegated. So they have to invest this amount of money to get Spurs back competing again, number one. Just back competing. And then number 2 is to have some targets. Where are we going? What are we going to try and achieve next season? You've got to be some kind of Europe minimum, right? I think with that level of spending, as long as we bring in the forwards. But the pressure is on. De Zerbi's got a lot to prove as well. He talks well, talks a good game, but he's got to deliver a very good team on the pitch, right? It's up to him now, isn't it? He's getting his players in. He's got to deliver it, and we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, fair play, Dan. Fair play. Dave, briefly, anything you want to share out or talk about, or just to round off?
Yeah, I'm just like going back on like the window so far. So far, it's been quite solid. We've now got addressed a serious issue, which was our central midfield. Because if you lose the battle there, you'll lose the game. We've now got 2 people, in my opinion, that can control the tempo of the game. So that's key, but we've got to get the forwards. We've got to get the forward in at least two, otherwise De Zerbi is going to have a full head of grey hair by January. Do you know what I mean? Because, do you know what I mean? It's like you're not gonna get anywhere with Richie and Solanke leading the line. Tell still unproven.
Well, hang on a minute. I'll just jump in. Tell has been our best player in pre-season. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Don't shoot the messenger.
All right, all right.
No, I'm just saying.
No, mate,
No,
you're missing the
I'd
mark.
actually. I've watched every single preseason game. I think he has been our best player. As what's his name as well. The left back Hardy. He's been
So
I think
it's a low bar, isn't it? Really, if Tell's the
yeah,
best player.
it is a low bar. As is like Luke Williams Barnett. I think he's been a decent, tidy little player as well. But what's also worrying for me is we've got all these new players. None of them have played even a pre-season friendly with each other yet.
No,
So what are we expecting going into in 2 weeks' time against Brentford away?
I'm expecting him to win, Dave.
Yeah, well, but we should be expecting them to win. But if they've not played hardly any time together, that's going to be a hard push, isn't it?
Yeah, and people have to take that into consideration as well if it doesn't start well.
Cookie, you said you expect to win that game.
Mate, I expect Tottenham to win all the time now. We've got plenty of time to bring in forwards, right? I know I'm moaning about they should be here now, but there's still 3 weeks of the window, still 2 weeks until we play our first game, right? Ideally, you'd like them all in by now. So, like, they do get a few minutes together before the Brentford game. If that's not the case, it's not the case. But I expect forwards to be in before the Brentford game of a level that will put the ball in the back of the net enough to win that football game. And then we've still got another week of the window to go. Yeah, I do expect us to beat Brentford, mate. Honestly, I do.
Yeah, well, look, with the level of spending, the quality of player, yeah, I get that. The only thing I'd have hesitation is, are those forwards going to be ready? Are they going to be integrated into the team? Is the players going to know what they're doing together? Is there going to be enough game time? We've got to remember we're playing Brentford, stable side, had a good season last year. They've invested again in their squad. They're good at home. I don't think it's a nailed-on win. I think if that game was in November, when the team have been playing consistently for a while, I would say, yeah, we've got to be beating Brentford. But I think with how things are going and the team is nowhere near ready, I think that I'm not sure that we can just go there and smash them. We could do. Of course we could. We could win. We could have a fantastic performance and Tonali scores a blinder from outside the box, 30 yards, bang, We could have a strong defensive performance. We can miss loads of chances, but just nick it. The frustration thing for me is what I'm going to be seeing from this kids team and what I've kind of seen over pre-season is a lot of good ball possession, good pressing, playing out from the back, nice passing. But as soon as it gets to that forward line, there's just no idea. This is what it's going to be, De Zerbi football. This is what it's going to be. A lot of possession, a lot of good play, looks good on the eye, but without any killers up front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looks like it. Nige, did I ask you? I haven't asked you yet, have I? Yeah, go on,
mate. Very much what Dan said. I think, listen, for me, we can have the best side in the world, but if we've not got the strikers, it doesn't matter what we do. We can play great football, but when we get up to that final third, it's going to be a real struggle. I think we're actually going to start the season pretty slowly. I think it could be a bit of a tough first month. Hopefully, we will build into it. But listen, currently, without any more signings, I still think we should finish top 8. Any higher, I don't know. But I think if we get our signings in, if we get the players we want in, then listen, let's see. I think Europe is the minimum we should be looking at. Don't think we're going to be winning any titles, by the way. But I do think if we were to get a top striker in, if we were to get a top left winger in, and maybe another number 10, then why not Champions League? Why not? Outside chance.
Fair play, mate. Fair play. Sheriff, I'll let you round off, mate. Expectations now, and if we did get a level of striker in that could maybe put the ball a bit more often into the net than Solanke and Richarlison do.
Yeah. Now, if we got what we got for the Brentford game, you'd have to say I can't see a scoring from anywhere, mate, unless it goes in off someone's backside or whatever. But to be honest, I'd have to give the window a 4. yes, they've spent and smashed wage structures. What's that? Who's scoring us the goals? It's been a worry for a long, long time. Who is scoring us the goals to win games? Or are we going to stick Van de Ven up there? Because he got a couple of crucial ones towards it. Or is he going to bomb forward and smash one in like he did a few times last season? Because Polinia's not here. Bayless out of crap anymore. Romero don't look like he's going to be here because he scored a few before he got injured, whatever. So it's that thing. Who's going to score for us? Who is going to put the ball in the net? So, but having said that, first game of the season, I expect to win 5-0. Come on, you Spurs.
There you go. Absolutely.
Exactly.
I just want us to buy players good enough for us to
Yeah.
win football matches away at Brentford. Do you know what I mean? Surely the amount of money that they're going to be spending, if you like, over the next couple of weeks, and with what they've brought in with Tonali and Fernandez in the midfield, and you've got players like Senesi that if they're picking Van de Ven to play as a regular, when does Senesi play? Unless you play three at the back,
Yeah.
we're stacked at centre half now, like proper stacked at centre half. For
It's
me,
a good problem to have, Cookie, though, isn't it? To have a good cover of a left centre back there. But give Van de Ven a break sometimes. He might have a niggle. He might have a little niggle. You can rest him. You've got a player coming in there who can do a great job, right? So this is important. Yeah. Ideally, obviously, it would be better if we were in Europe. We'd have more games. It'd be better, more games for Senesi. But I think the club are going about it in the right way, getting backups for certain areas, and that's what they've got to continue to do.
Yeah. Big up for that, Dan. We're going to wrap up now. Big up to everyone tonight that's been in the chat. I see you've been having good conversation in there. Big up to all the guests that have been on tonight. Make sure to get over to Nige at Pure Coys and give him a sub. Dave at Spurs Syndrome, give him a sub as well. The Danalist TV, get over there and subscribe to the Danalist. I don't know if Mark can make sure.
Cookie, can I say something? Can I say something, Cookie? Big up, mate. Big up to everyone on the panel tonight. Everyone who's joined. I mean, what was that? I saw in the chat earlier. 200 people watching tonight. Was there? Is that right?
205, I think we got up to.
I mean, big up to everyone who's joined in the chat, got involved in the conversation. Big up to you all. Thank you very much, and for supporting Cookie, Sheriff. Smashing it. So big up to everyone. It's been a great show. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I'm going live tomorrow. I'm going to say I'm live tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Come down and join me. I've got Lubo on, and we're going to be talking De Zerbi. We'll be obviously probably picking up from that pre-season friendly tomorrow as well. But if you're not doing anything to do, come down, give us a watch as well. Much appreciated, guys.
Yeah, everyone get on over there tomorrow.
Get over there. Nige, you're on. Are you on in the morning, mate?
I am on my first morning show of the week. So I'll be on in the morning, 8:30.
There you go. And Dave, when are you on next?
I'll probably do a show Sunday night. So that'll be my next venture.
There you go. So get over
and
to
Ellie,
Dave at Spurs.
Just to wrap up, Ellie, you don't have to do this.
Oh, my word.
But we appreciate you. Much love. Much love, Ellie.
There you go. She says, come on, you Spurs. Love our club, not Enoch.
Precisely.
And just to bring these up as well, Ellie earlier on sent on a super chat, let me on, I'm bored. So we did. We let her on. Big up to you, Ellie.
Ellie paid the rent, so she was allowed on.
Yeah, exactly. Tim Mann sent in a super chat earlier on as well. Big up to you, Tim Mann. We appreciate you. Where else am I? Tim Mann also sent a super chat in before that as well. We are now linked with Georgie Mikawatsi. There you go. Go and look that one up, people, if you don't know who he is.
You're a Danny Rose.
And John Stokes was referencing our WhatsApp chat earlier, where we were talking about Yorkshire puddings, of all things. Big up to you, John.
Big
Really
up.
appreciate you.
This
And
is how
obviously,
boring the football is because we're talking about Yorkshire puddings in there.
yeah, well, there you go. And obviously, Ellie sent the super chat in at the end. Thank you very much, one and all, for joining us this evening. Please make sure to subscribe to everyone who's been on tonight, and make sure to subscribe to the two marks as well, and like the stream.
Thank you for the 1400.
Yeah, forgot about that. Yeah,
Yes.
well done. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, we got there, and
Thank
we're
you,
on the way
everybody.
to 1500. And
Much love
listen,
to you all.
all this gang on here, everyone you see, they've all got their own little YouTube channels, amongst many others as well. And we will rise to the top. Let's see if we can do a better job than Enoch have done for the past 26 years. We'll see you 9:30 tomorrow morning for the breakfast brunch following Nige, and Mark's put his finger up. No?
What? No,
I
no,
thought
no.
you put your finger
I
up.
went like that. I put
Oh,
the thumb up. So what's going on here?
he's done me. Morecambe and
Sounds
Wise
like
strike
Ronaldo,
again. I'll finish off then. And as always, thanks, Ellie, for coming on as well. Come on, you Spurs. Thanks,
Good night.
everyone. Cheers.
Good night, everyone.